What is up, guys? Cyber Houdini here, and welcome to a very special day, a very special indie game right here. This is OXENFREE II. Now, if you've been with me a while, you know that one of the very first indie games that I played was OXENFREE, way back when on YouTube, and they've finally come out with a sequel. Now, Night School Games, they've been very, very busy since then. They put out that really cool game, After Party, where it was this very cool satirical game set at an after party in the underworld of all places, where you're trying to escape from the devil. But yeah, OXENFREE is awesome. The best way of describing it, I've always said, it's like Stranger Things meets X-Files. You know, it's just a super cool game. The first one, I think they were more like teenagers solving stuff, and this one they look like they're grown up. OXENFREE II Lost Signals. Today's the day. This one might have snuck out. It's really cool. It's like a mix of old school kind of radios, and then you're messing around with different dimensional beings, possibly aliens. So I can't wait to see where they go, because the first game left off at such a cliffhanger at the idea of two dimensions kind of merging or something coming through. So it's a very personal story. There's no combat or anything like that, but just wonderfully woven stories. We'll see how OXENFREE II does it. I'm excited to see what they've learned, and my goodness, the art for this game looks absolutely phenomenal. We're getting very lucky with our indie games, and there's absolutely no excuse not to support great developers out there. This one might be a bit loud at the start. Hold on. Sheesh! This one is only, I think it's like €18 with the you know, the launch savings and all that. So like, you have no excuse, you know. That's a great price. That's like an old school price right there. How's it going, Sinners? Hello. How are you doing? So I'm excited for this one. Feck yeah. Lost Signals sounds good. Maybe we have to find like the kids from the first game or something. I think the first game's even on sale as well for like $2. So if you felt like you wanted to jump into the series and you wanted something, grab your popcorn, some nice puzzles. Let's get those audio levels where we like them. Nice. Dude, I love this old kind of VHS style background. I dig it. I dig it. Let's see. Audio. Yeah, let's get those where we want them. Voiceover, I always want that to be fine where it is. Sound effects and that could do it, just be pulled back a little bit. It's the nature of streaming. Alright. You gotta get everything just right. Okay. See, credits control, terms of use, the usual stuff. I don't see game. Here we go, game options. So we have subtitles off. Let's get that going. Large text, that might be nice. What's alternative font? That's fine. Boom, boom. We'll see how the large text goes. It might take up too much real estate because you are quite small in the game. You know, it's always been like that. It's a clever idea. We're not talking like, you know, that small, but still. It's such beautifully hand-woven, creative worlds. You've got things going on in the foreground, the background. I can't wait. It was all part of a little island in the first one. So where will things go now? How you doing anyway? How you said you wanted to whisper me or something? I don't think I got one, but it's all good. Whatever's going on. Hopefully you're doing well. You're just trying to get back into the swing of streaming and stuff. Nice. It's pronounced as the same as the river Seine. Is it? How do you say that exactly then? Is it Sen? So it's Sen? Sens? But there's an S, so it's like Sen streaming. I'll get it right. I'll get it right. It won't be the first person, that's for sure. That's what happens when you pick a bit of an unusual name. People will trip over themselves. People can't speak basic English these days. For fuck's sake. We communicate in W's and L's, for God's sake. So trust me, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people tripping over names. Even my name, they're like, what does that mean? What does it mean? I'm like, oh, fucking hell. It's 2 words put together, damn it. Nice. Alright. Didn't work. That's weird. I've definitely got whispers before. Maybe your account's too new or something. They don't let you do whispers when you're new. I don't know. Maybe you have to verify your account through an email. You'll figure it out. Alright, new game file. Let's go. I love indie games. Indie developers are what keeps the entire industry going. The AAAs will piss through $200 million game and fill it full of microtransactions, and you'll never see an ounce of quality. But with the indie games, they put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. And you can see it.
It's you.
Oh, wow, it really is. Wow.
What do you want?
Rules. You know.
So this...
Where did you...
This was the interdimensional being at the end of OXENFREE II. Cool. It was trying to communicate with us. We couldn't quite tell if it was friendly.
Hello?
Or inquisitive.
Anybody
Or
here?
dangerous, you know?
Am I... Is this another...
Bing bong, bing bong. Bing. So these are new characters. Little Riley, huh? Okay, hopefully I'm not blocking too much. Hopefully my banner isn't blocked too much. It's one of those kind of games where you're almost better off not to have any distraction on the screen. Not even your own ugly mug. So yeah, it might be a bit spoilers, but the first game
Riley, are you there?
ended on a cliffhanger.
Riley, come in, Riley.
Oh, cool. Oh, what's this? Who is this?
Riley,
Yes.
answer, okay? I need to talk to you.
Yes?
That's 789. Jesus.
Where are you? Are you... Things jump.
I can barely hear you. You're going in and out.
Think they are. They're... Truist, you there? You can't get back.
Hello?
Looks like she might have lost some of her memories. I wonder what
Are you
the
still there?
789 thing is. We got a little time travel. We got a little interdimensional. Oh, it's actually like 3D moving. Cool. Alright, that's that. I'm just trying all the buttons as you do. See, so good. So, what made you kind of change your name from the 80s? Just a personal thing, or you wanted to get into doing other stuff? Yeah, I like a good little time travel story. Riley, she's not from the first game as far as I can tell. We'll see about that though. Got a creepy little lighthouse. Yeah, back then it was this game. Night in the Woods was another one. There was a couple of indie games and I played them and it was something, it was just so nice. It gave me that feeling on YouTube just of showing people games they'd never seen before.
No one would work like this. I don't think this thing's operational.
And yeah, their other game, After Party, was fucking hilarious. Imagine getting into a drinking game, playing quarters and stuff with the devil, so you could leave the underworld. I love it. You can't beat a good old creepy lighthouse. You either love them, or they freak you out. Oh god, I can already see some kind of rift up here. For all we know, Riley could be one of the characters from the first game that maybe he's grown up, or... Oh yeah, what the hell is that thing?
What the hell is...
Enter. Do we want to do that? Can we look? Alright, I guess we don't have a choice. We're going into the past. But is it the normal past? Jesus. Or is it something vastly different? Start messing... Look, 1952. Wow. Start messing with fucking rifts and stuff and parallel universes.
Excuse me, who are you?
Bury me
Oh, Jesus. Bury me.
where you can't see water.
Oh, God. Yep. I remember. Oh, God, I remember. Jesus.
Come in, Riley. If you're there, pick up, please. Riley? Answer, please.
It's like dead bodies. Hello? So this is on the 7 call, is it, huh?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi. Hey.
Hey, hi! Thank God! I didn't know if you'd be in range. I'm Evelyn, an environmental researcher with the lab. Welcome to your first day on the job. I'm sure Leslie went over this stuff with you already.
She's on the island as well.
So forgive me if I...
Yeah, how's
repeat
Instagram
a few
going for you?
things. You're just going to be planting transmitters along the coast to help us study anomalous frequencies.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, can you hear me okay?
So the name comes from the old tune Ollie Ollie Oxenfree, which was a game
Riley, how
That-
are you hearing me?
that
Yeah, I can hear you all
the
right.
kids would play,
Over.
kind of like Marco
Leslie probably
Polo.
told you, we're an environmental
Or hide and seek.
Local governments will contract us to study the effects
Ollie,
of
OXENFREE.
deforestation or noise pollution. But my specific area
And
of expertise is
it kind of takes that idea, but instead of looking for each other,
stuff like that.
now it's like
Now, over the
in
last few months, Kamina's been
interdimensional
disruptions
pockets.
in the electromagnetic spectrum. These frequencies act like radio waves, but as far as we know, aren't. And they're messing with the town's comm equipment, TV stations, even air traffic signals. The transmitters you'll place will relay any signals back to us, so we can
I like that idea though.
Got it?
They reckon
Over.
there's so much like we don't know about
So
radio
there's weird
waves.
frequencies blocking airplane chatter that no one can explain? And maybe I'm misunderstanding, but this is kind of spooky, right?
No, you're dead on. This is super spooky. The sort of thing my partners get out of bed for. Your transmitters and climbing gear
Crab Shack.
the rocky terrain.
I feel like I'm
Right
back
now,
in
the very
2016.
flight
It's a
manager
good
of the general
feeling.
store should be right in the center of the harbor. Go get them.
Hey, I thought they closed down the seafood place out here.
Oh, Seafood Sammy's. Yeah, that's. I think it's under health code probation or something. But, let's go over your walkie-talkie's basic functions while you're still here.
Okay.
So go ahead and look at your walkie. There are a lot of channels, as you can see. I'll always be on Channel 7. So if you ever want
Channel
to
7
click over to
News.
that and say hi. But,
Okay.
let's hop over to Channel 5 so you can see it working.
We're gonna need to use all these.
Hey, Evelyn, I'm here. You there?
Perfect. I'm your night watch, so I'll be on all night unless I'm using the bathroom or taking a bug outside or something. All right, let's switch back to 7 so we're not crowding anyone else who could be using this channel. See you on 7.
It's like going to a Discord channel.
Hey, Evelyn, I'm back on 7. Over.
Great. Hey, hi. So, everything about the walkie-talkie.
That's pretty cool. Good voice act. Yeah, it would make sense. Yeah.
Makes total sense. You're a good teacher. Over.
Oh, thanks. I try to be. Well,
It's got a little fire watch to it, you know. Hey, Dynamite, how's it going, dude?
Let me know when you got your gear, okay? General store. Okay, over and out.
Roger, Roger.
Tickets for the ferry to Edwards Island. Children under 7 must be accompanied by an adult. I wonder how many lonely 8-year-olds want to spend their weekends touring.
She's got that kind of dry voice. I like her. I bet you she's got a little snacky side to her. So yeah, this is OXENFREE II. The first OXENFREE I played, it was like 2016, 2017. And it was like one of the first indie games I played on the YouTube channel. Let's see what else I say. Eber's got worms. She's got worms. Alright. Copper Creek. Let's see. She said there was the general store. I'm guessing it's this Pine Street market she was talking about. Do we go in? Get some of our gear? I wonder where she put half of it. Yeah. We'll have an owl route around. Evelyn, okay. I'd say we'll have to solve some puzzles with the radio frequencies. It's cool that I had that little nod to it. Oh, you got to actually press on it before you can go. Beep. Pop. What's that little grey thing by the side? Okay. Maybe you're not allowed to go yet, are you? How does that work? Yeah, maybe I'm not allowed to go yet. Fine! This is more 3D, like the first game was fully 2D, you know, you could kind of go up and down just because you're climbing. But we're back on this island, which is really cool. Whatever's going on this island, it seems to be the epicenter of this entire anomaly. But there is a voice speaking from it. It's really cool. It uses old radio
Doesn't look like anyone's here.
voices
Should
as its
probably
own
call
voice, you
Evelyn
know.
and let her know.
Pretty similar to like how Bumblebee
What
did
is
it.
this? A flyer? Learn about our free soul body health class.
Sure.
Luna has the power to heal. Join parentage. Keep to the stars. Blood, moon, tide.
Oh, good lord, no.
Huh.
There's always one. Let's have a look in the window.
Closed. Back Wednesday. Are you kidding?
I doubt anybody lives on the island. But in the first game, it was a bunch of teenagers just getting drunk, as you do.
Hey, Evelyn. Is there like another
It seems to be an investigation team.
Nobody here,
Maybe even
so
looking for the
I
teenagers.
don't know what to do. Over?
Ah, crud. Okay. He must have closed early. This
Nice
is a
creepy
jailbreak.
vibe too. I like the fog as well. I used to be an editor for news up until 7:10. Oh, there you go.
Having some car trouble,
Going good.
but
Nice.
he's
Were you
got
playing
a
anything
transmitter
lately?
we both can use for tonight.
Any farts? What about climbing gear? Yeah.
Oh, okay. But what about the climbing gear?
See what's out in this
don't we need
pier.
that?
Well, if Jacob gets his truck fixed, that'll help mitigate the need. But regardless, we'll have you do a simple one tonight that doesn't require climbing.
I also played like Hyper Light Drifter. They've got a new game coming out, Hat Machine.
One sec.
And I'm
Can't be
waiting for 4Attic to put out a new game because they made Crossing Souls, which was a lovely 80s,
Those readings don't make any sense.
lovely 80s
Hey,
callback.
are you talking to somebody?
Yeah.
Sorry, Riley, I gotta go. But real quick, you have your map with you, right? Pull it out for a second.
Okay.
So,
Yo.
as you can see, there's a lot of land to cover, and a lot of it is inaccessible unless you have climbing gear.
Right.
All those rocks and cliffs and crap
Garland
are too
Close
dangerous
Town.
without rope and anchors. But Jacob's still at Copper
This is gonna be
Creek
much
Trail,
bigger than the
northwest of where
first.
you're at right now. Take the road, and you'll get there pretty quick.
Nice. Looks like we might be able to take some kind of notes or something. We'll see about that. Yeah, there's no combat or anything like that, but there's some very...
Also, by the way, your map has a lot of useful information. Don't
Alright,
be
let's
afraid
just-
to whip it out if you ever get lost or forget what you're doing.
Oh, I won't be afraid to
Okay,
whip it
I'll
out.
call you later when you're with Jacob. Thanks, Riley. Over and out.
Bye. I bet you we can't trust
This
her.
building looks like Lewis and Clark could have slept here, but the security's new. Maybe it's a meeting house now or something?
Good old Lewis and Clark. Wasn't that Lewis and Clark, and was that got to do with Pocahontas, or what am I thinking? Or were they the one of the pioneers that came over? I'm not great on American history, I'm not gonna lie. It's not something that's taught here. It's something you just learn. Lewis and Clark expedition. Am I thinking wrong of Pocahontas, maybe? Yeah, here we go. Is that true? Oh yeah, it was. It was. Okay, so I'm not too bad. I like that they made it 3D. They've been busy, man, very busy. And I think I just seen that the Night in the Woods they're actually making another game as well, which is cool. So I was saying this, you just go show like the passage of time on that. But a lot of these indies that I took a chance on or was excited for and just went for it, and you know, became like the starting bricks of my YouTube career and just being online in general. They were hugely helpful, like giant comfort blankets, even as a game, you know, or a nice book. And to see how far they've come and they're putting out more games, it's been awesome. I'm very proud of these devs. Even though I don't know them personally, I do feel a slight connection to them. Nothing creepy about this. All these old markets now have taken on such a new horror vibe to me, thanks to a lot of these Korean horror, like, you know, Kmart Simulator and Gas Station Attendant Simulator. You go and play them and it's the creepiest shit. Oh, someone hung shoes over there. Now, that used to be an old game that people used to play, but as time goes on, everything gets corrupted. Now, if there's shoes tied to each other thrown over any kind of a wire or lamppost, it's actually a sign of a drug cell. Which is crazy. There you go. Alright, let's go meet up with Jacob. I can't wait to see what they do with this. First game, it was, yeah, there was a little bit of platforming, mostly kind of puzzles and extremely creepy vibes. Going to the highway. Maybe I should check the map, huh? It's cool that it's full of... It's just funny, like, you got this massive island, right? But it just is completely devoid of people. Like, this one seems... I think they're actually a Netflix-owned studio now, if I read correctly. Night School Studio. That's wild. That's something new I didn't notice, but you're going to see a lot of that happen. Oh, I can hear him. You're going to see a lot of studios be bought up or to find some kind of a secure home for them.
Isn't the right size, no.
Hello, Jacob. Jacob Summers, I presume.
Sorry, but are you Jacob Summers?
Me and my friend did that, right?
Jacob, which makes you
Same, dude, same.
Evelyn let me know.
It was only
Anyway.
when I found out later that's what it means.
Kind of caught me in the middle of.
Especially an old pair of shoes, you're like...
I can't get my truck to start. Yeah,
This
this was gonna be our ride around town for the job.
How
but-
very Alan
Don't be
Wake.
embarrassed.
And he's wearing one of those
Right?
old hats.
Maybe it
The
is.
Daniel Boone
You
hat.
know it takes gasoline in the little hole over there, right?
Oh, that's what that meter with all the slashes means. Seriously though, I have no idea. Can we try something real quick?
Well done.
The key's in the ignition. Could you just start up the engine real
It
quick?
sounds like a bad idea. I love their little character
Let me
models.
see
They're so
if it's
goofy.
The starter or the battery.
Sure, what the hell?
Oh, thanks.
Like the
It's
first
just-
game
I don't
was
know what the issue is.
completely hand-drawn, as is this one,
Some of the
but
electronics have been blinking when it was on.
they
but
it was
today
a little bit simpler. This is like fully realized. Oh damn!
Oh, crap. Okay, turn it off.
Did you put the wrong gas in it or something?
Well,
I hate when voice actors
I wouldn't
fucking
try.
speak. It's a noise.
I can't even.
You're not supposed to speak that. It's like disappointed, you know.
Sorry, dude. That's
You don't say ack.
It's all right.
You don't say humph.
Gave me 8 crappy
And you don't say
This is more
tut
than I
tut.
expected.
You don't say these things.
Anyway.
Is that not like voice acting 101?
I think we can call time of death.
You're
on this
supposed to
one.
go like
Riley and
ah.
Jacob, did you guys
Supposed
meet
to
up yet?
make a
This
noise.
is Evelyn. Over.
And tut
Oh,
tut is
I
just
think that's our,
it's just a
boss
simple
is
little lip
doing
thing.
a check-in. Want to answer that?
Those kind of things just break my immersion because you want to talk about AI fucking taking over? If some of the fucking voice actors don't seem to
It's
get
Hey, Evelyn.
simple
Yeah, you got
fucking
Riley and Jacob here. Over.
instructions like
Okay,
that.
great. Hi, Jake. Jake's great. He's a handyman regularly, but we were lucky to get his help with this. Your truck ready?
Jake and
You guys
Jacob.
good to go?
Truck died. Give us a second.
Give us a second here, Evelyn.
So the
Yeah,
conversation
maybe more
options
than a second,
actually
to be
do
honest.
change
My
things
truck's
in the game.
misbehaving. I think the
They're
engine's
all
fried.
parts of
Is our voice transmitter
different
going
moods,
far?
you know.
Over.
So you could be hyper aggressive, you can be indifferent, or you can be a little bit more shy. You see, that's why there's different
See
colors.
now why you asked if I had an all-terrain vehicle.
And I'm noticed in the first game, and you can obviously choose not to answer at
I
all.
know folks that do the hike for their morning warm-up.
But they're
Shouldn't burn
interested.
you too bad.
Well, can't we fix the truck? Call a tow company or
Will
something?
Twitch still show on viewing your
We
stream?
kind of have to get started. Our permits are only good for the next 2
Probably,
days.
yeah.
You two are
I don't know,
going to
they've been really
spend
weird
all
about that
around
stuff
the
lately.
Jacob, you have
Between
transmitters, right?
Kick and Twitch.
Just one.
Because
Riley,
people have
I'm
been
strapped
like
for space, so,
view
could
botting
you
and
grab the
stuff.
transmitter?
Alright.
It's right
Look
there.
at this transmitter.
I do have the backpack.
These guys better know what
Promise
they're
I
doing.
won't think of you as our pack mule.
Trying to communicate with interdimensional beings. Make sure you don't get bitten.
It's the long pole right there.
Oh, I
fold
know.
up when you hit the button.
It's kind of futuristic and cool. Every day we hear more about
It won't bite.
new UFO stuff. Do you guys believe in any of that? Or do you feel like people are just out of their minds
Oh, neat.
when they talk about aliens?
One tonight and a few more tomorrow when the general store opens.
Transmitter acquired.
Okay, guys, I feel good about this. Really. Jacob, Riley, have any questions?
Do I need a partner? Oh.
Before I finally get some dinner?
Yeah.
I don't think I have any questions, no?
Alright, guys.
So he's
good luck.
just a
Let me know
guide,
if
you know?
Run into any trouble or have any future questions? I'll be on most of the night.
Thanks, Evelyn. Talk to you later.
Okay, over and out.
Roger, Roger.
Riley, real quick before we go. You see that radio on my truck? Can you grab it? Sorry, but I kind of got my pockets full.
Yeah, sure thing.
You gotta get the voice acting so right in these type
It's
of
right there.
games, because it is like, that's the story, right? Oh, the radio's back. Oh, God. This is where we were communicating with
Thanks.
them.
It's right out. This far from town, we won't get the whole range, but I think we can get
Cool.
the local baseball game. Tune into 93.7.
Give me a sec. Why is this important?
Sure. But is game number 10 of a 162 game season really that important?
Oh, I don't care about the game. I just want to know if we get reception. That's all.
So, some like white noise and radio signals. Oh man, it can be very, very creepy. You ever seen the movies White Noise? What's this?
93.7.
I know, I'm listening to this radio. He really likes his baseball, huh? David Radley. Yeah, but so between the walkie-talkie and this radio, we're going to be tuning into some very unusual stuff.
But thanks.
We know very little about frequencies on that, you know?
Okay, my foot camber cape is up.
We
this way.
mostly mess around with,
Shouldn't take too long.
you know, CB radios or things like, you know,
So,
underwater signals and that. But there's things going out in
She's a little
space,
funny, right?
radioactive signals that can be picked up
She ran me
like
through the
radio
job a week
signals.
ago, and she's definitely a character.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up around them. But that particular breed of small
It can be
town,
kind of creepy and cool.
I'm a little nostalgic for it.
If Elvis is alive and him and President Kennedy are joyriding, that's funny. That's funny.
Hey, this is a really
Elvis isn't dead, he just went home.
But when I heard your name...
Sorry, Jacob.
Oh, you're looking at the missing kid poster.
Oh, is it gonna be one of the kids from the first game? It was Alex. I think she was the main one.
The older ones, still up from the 80s.
Damn, I'm sure the kid's dead. Oh my god, it's so morbid. Let's press it.
Sticks to your ribs.
This is from the 80s? Oh, they should take it down. She's gotta be dead by now, right? Bones in somebody's basement?
Yeah, I try not to think about it.
Fuck.
But sorry, I was just saying that we actually went to high school together. I just wanted you to know that we knew each other. That's all.
She didn't remember.
No, of course. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
So, hi, I'm Jacob. Nice to meet you. First day on the job topics. I'm what you call an independent contractor. You know, light fixtures, building a deck.
Mm-hmm.
But I signed up for this partly because of how weird everything's been.
Yes.
That's why I brought the radio, actually.
Who doesn't like a bit of weird?
But you can tune into super strange stuff if you know how to find it.
Super strange stuff.
Super strange stuff?
Yes.
Like more than just foreign stations bouncing off a satellite somewhere?
Yeah. Way more. It used to happen just on Edwards Island. It was a sort of inexplicable audio-visual phenomenon.
Yes.
With any old radio, you could tune into physical objects.
Shay.
I'm curious if we'll get readings from the island.
Audio-visual phenomena? Like, what?
Yeah, it's hard to explain. When tuned to the right signal, a radio would sort of charge up stuff in the environment. It did make sense. I mean, people investigated it to no real determination.
I love how nonchalant he's been about it. What the fuck, dude?
Led from the island to around
here. And it was cool. You would triangulate the signals, you know, and that same shape, it's almost like an obtuse triangle, is kind of the symbol for the entire game, because instead of just being a normal triangle, it ended up turning into a portal to some crazy stuff. Because it's not, makes it sound like it's time travel, but it's not. Because the people, when you go back there, they're not real people.
Just got homesick.
They're kind of weird, possessed leftovers from some weird dimension. And the entity that talks to us, it wasn't violent per se, but you just don't, it's so unknown, it didn't feel safe. The music and the red eyes and everything. What's he thinking about? What does that mean? It's probably because I didn't answer him immediately. Nice, so it looks like climbing gear is going to be important. Have a nice bit of exploring to do. Careful. Oh, she's actually walking safely. I didn't know. Yeah, I wonder if this game have multiple endings like the first game had. It was mainly just how many of the kids you saved, you know. But yeah, this kind of stuff just fascinates me to no end. Just even mentioning like the X-Files and stuff like that, because a lot of the X-Files wasn't just necessarily about aliens either, you know.
Hiking and biking only, sunrise to sunset.
There was a lot of strange phenomena.
It means deer.
It means elk. Like you could be a smart aleck.
In case you didn't know.
Sure.
Oh, interesting.
Sometimes that can happen with me. Sometimes you just know a lot of useless information, and I don't like correcting people, you know. Place first transmitter. I just want to see what's down here. Is that okay? That's another shortcut to the Copper Creek Trail. Okay, cool. Yeah, they've done a nice job here. There was another game that kind of came out. Well, it took a while to come out. It was just waiting and waiting for it. It was called Below. That one didn't resonate with me as much, sadly.
So, be careful around those logs.
Yeah,
Sometimes it rains and stays slick overnight.
You ever slip? Sounds like there's an anecdote there.
No. Well,
these kind of stories that happen a lot.
Never serious.
Jesus, you know, people going up to Mount Everest or something like that, taking a guide with them, thinking everything's fine and dandy, and all goes wrong.
What's this?
Oh, that? We have some off-color people living this far out from proper civilization. There's a group in town that performs nature rituals.
Oh, damn.
You'll see evidence of it dotted around.
That is definitely gonna come back.
This could be them.
It could be, we don't know for sure. That's cool, though. Might be a little hard to see some of this stuff. A little pagan style thing. I'd like to see the mystical side. Because it's very much, as you can tell, like using old technology. I like it. People talk about CB radios, especially like old truckers and that, you know. They still, a lot of them still use CB radios. And they talk about some of the weird stuff. A lot of it ends up being, as they say, I mean, you can chalk it up to, you know, signals bouncing off satellites and all that. But I think sometimes it doesn't go even as deep as that, you know. Sometimes white noise and old radio signals
can we just take a quick second?
Come in, but they don't fully come in. And you'd swear you'd hear some weird stuff for sure.
I just need to rest my feet.
I thought you were a guy.
Take a minute.
He's probably one of those people that
I could use the break too.
He's taking a break so
Just
she
don't let
can, you know.
happen.
Still here, but playing some GTA 4. Nice, dude. What are you doing? Are you in the multiplayer or anything, or is that still going?
Turned out to be a really nice night.
Oh, Jesus, Jacob. Like, could you be more desperate? Yeah, it is. Oh, my dad and I hiked these woods.
My dad and I walked these woods before. I was 5 or 6, and we were coming up to the entrance to the park, and I saw something off in the woods. Something that I just remember it made me slip and fall a little. And my dad, he pulled me back so I wouldn't go off the ledge. He hurt my shoulder, and I had to go to the hospital. I've actually always hated these woods. I didn't even remember that I hated them until now.
Yeah, well, these woods will kill you if you let them.
Any woods would. What the hell does that mean?
These woods will kill you? What does that mean?
Oh, you know, we have a pretty big black bear population, so that and other stuff.
Well, I was more worried about the interdimensional beings. So it looks like the Oppenheimer reviews are in. Looks very good. I mean, you know, did we think any differently? There's so many great movies coming out. Holy shit, all the big greats. Scorsese's gonna do his Killing Moon, Killing Flower. I can never remember what it's called. And then you got Oppenheimer from Christopher Nolan. Joaquin Phoenix's Napoleon. Ridley Scott. I even heard James Cameron wants to bring back the
just over the crust. There should be a clear enough spot for the
what's it? Attilia Battle Angel stuff. That could be cool. 9 p.m. I wonder is the time significant?
Sunrise to sunset.
Used to be open till like 10, but someone spotted a bobcat a couple years back.
Ooh.
Limited the hours.
They can be lethal, bobcats.
Closed. Locked?
Same with mountain lions. They're all a little bit different, but
The hell do I do?
we all know Red Dead Redemption. Jesus Christ.
Other way around.
Maybe we should call Evelyn. Tell her we're at a bit of an impasse.
Really? You can't do anything without her?
Sorry, this turned into a bit of a headache.
I totally forgot that they lock parts of the park up after hours.
Look, it's half open already. One swift boot would open that. But where it is.
Hey, Evelyn, this thing is closed. Or locked. The way to the summit. Closes at
Gonna make
sunset.
us climb over, you know it.
Okay, that's not ideal. See if you can,
They've been calling
I don't know.
Barbie and Oppenheimer Barbenheimer.
The bars close at
It
like
sounds
2:30
kind of
in the
dirty.
afternoon. We gotta get that thing placed up top, so, get creative. Over and out.
Have you seen the Last of Us ripoff that's on the Switch? I might actually buy it, just one of those like play a bad game thing, you know. Barbed wire.
I'd rather avoid tetanus, so no climbing this one.
Ah, come
Forget
on.
about MRSA.
What the hell is MRSA?
Oh, it's just another infection. Another
MRSA.
infection.
Mercy me, huh? Yeah, single player. It's so good. It's been really fun just messing around. I couldn't believe like 4 hours passed yesterday. So we going up here then?
This or nothing.
Alright.
Oh, well, that works too.
Yeah.
It is a proper climb, though.
Coming with?
Mountaineering isn't exactly on my CV, so, knock
What?
yourself out there, champ.
I thought you were a guide.
Figuratively,
Oh, come on, it's fun. Good challenge, you know?
I'll happily take your word for it. Come open up the gate after your topside?
Open up the gate, bitches. Got a lot to say. He's a little cowardly sort, isn't it? Are we gonna jump this? Oh my God, Riley. Oh, we got ourselves a little adventurer here. Tomb Raider. Dude, there's not a week goes by I don't think about the old Tomb Raider games. I want to play the whole lot of them. Made it.
Ah, made it.
Riley, are you at the summit? Over.
I want to open the gate for him,
Hey,
though.
Evelyn. Yeah, I'm at the summit. Over.
Oh, perfect. So, when you plant the transmitter, you'll need to adjust it manually a little. Just fiddle with the dish so it aligns with the signal. You'll know when it happens.
Sometimes
Sounds
you have to
good?
fiddle.
Over.
Yeah, makes sense. Got it.
Great. Call me back if you get confused or anything. Over and out.
No one actually uses call signs and over and out and all that stuff. Besides the military, I suppose. I guess you could run on ahead and not let him in, and then you might get a different outcome, you know?
Good job.
You doubted me?
Not for a moment.
There should be some little collectibles around as well, so I remember.
Well, you grew up here, right? You ever buy that story about Edwards Island? About the submarine?
This
that
could
went
make
down
a
with Fort Miller?
wonderful movie.
USS Kanaloa?
Because of the possession side of it as well. Could definitely be
It was a,
on the horror side, Stranger
casualty of
Things.
war, right?
The USS Kanaloa was the only American submarine down in enemy combat in American waters. It happened right off the coast of Edwards Island.
He's the history
1943,
book.
during World War II. But, you know, some people don't fully buy it.
Anyway,
Don't buy what? What do you mean? They think it's a lie?
Well, some people say it was friendly fire.
no, I think
that
it's...
we accidentally
They kind of
bombed
make
their
it
own
sound
sub.
like Bermuda Triangle stuff.
Why would anyone think that?
Oh, I don't know. Little discrepancies, little things, details of the story not hitting exactly right. Sometimes things just aren't what they seem, you know?
Dude, I don't know what I ate today, but my throat has been trying to close up on me. You know when you're like Adam's apple?
But
Feels swollen.
if you're willing to bend your brain a bit, there's always the other story.
Alright. Come on, tell me.
Go on.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Ooh.
Sure.
Some people, maybe even some people standing right next to you, think the crew members of the USS Kanaloa got lost on the way to the light, let's say.
I'm a ghost. Creepy.
Damn it, you caught us.
Oh.
I thought I'd have till the end of the night to take my revenge from our watery grave, but...
Okay. You know what? Yeah, make fun of me, but all I'm saying is...
It makes sense if the radio wave strangeness is coming from there, right? I mean,
Edwards Island is a weird place. You go there and it's like your feet never really touch the ground. Couple that with an at least semi-questionable tale of maritime disaster, and you have yourself the recipe for a proper ghost story. Dunno.
I like it.
Mileage may vary, I guess.
Look, I can believe it. I've seen crap that's hard to explain, impossible to explain.
Probably have a little allergy to
So,
something I
hey,
don't know
you tell
about
me a
it.
downed submarine crew haunts the coast of Kamina, I won't argue.
You're kind, but let's be realistic.
Goddamn
Okay,
food allergies.
Ghosts, no ghosts, wartime accident, or a heroic defeat. At least we can both agree that it gets too friggin' cold out here. Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, I barely feel my feet.
And that's why the ghosts like it.
But I guess I'm not used to night hikes.
Oh, agreed. I'm freezing.
I'm freezing. I love the little animation. What's this little gopher hole animal burrow?
Oh, hey, little animal burrow. That's cute, I guess.
I'd steer clear. Skunks are, you know, a thing.
Skunks? Since when is skunks bury underground? I never knew that. I was thinking gopher. I'm glad to see you back, Dynamite. Like, you said you had Prime yesterday. And the jumbo sausage roll. Like,
It's a little weather worn, but
fucking brave
it's
man.
nice.
They used to
I
have
thought you'd
those
turn like
proper
Teen Wolf, you know?
things up here.
But instead of
Someone
turning into a
kept
wolf,
sticking
you'd
gum
turn into
over
like
the eye holes.
a
Really
narcissistic
caused its luster.
influencer. Wake up.
Whoa. See
Look
that?
upon.
Over Edwards Island.
See, like that's not no Aurora Borealis.
Storm cloud looks nuts.
I know, storm, dude. Lightning storm looks
We
foreboding.
don't usually get skies like this.
Great word.
Yeah, that doesn't look great. Kind of foreboding, right?
Yeah, maybe. We might want to do this.
Yeah,
quick.
some of the kids would just straight up die in the first game if you fucked up that much. Just left
So
in the in-between.
over here looks like as good a spot as any.
Alright.
Let's plan it around this area.
Says I gotta
Let's
wiggle
go.
it around a little bit. I think they tried to tell you that
Okay, so the
before.
transmitter needs to be adjusted manually. Just move the thingy.
I worry about
over-
these transmitters because I think this is where we're gonna triangulate stuff and open even a bigger portal. Clearly you're an expert. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, to be honest, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing.
No, we'll
Give me
get
a
it.
second here.
We'll get it. You know what I mean? Hear voices already. Hello? Oh. That sounds good. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's working great.
Careful. Should we call Evelyn? Is it working? What now?
Yeah. So, should we call
Almost to the
Evelyn?
power of 3.
Check
Nah, I
with
only
her
did
if
that
it's
between
working?
9 a.m. and
Oh,
3
yeah,
p.m.
good.
Nice.
Good idea.
I'm glad. Thankfully. What's like your come down drink? You're like Jabba the Hutt, you know? Just have little Princess Leia coming around after you.
Call her, know it's up and running.
Alright, calm down. Evelyn.
Hey, Evelyn. We did it. We planted the transmitter.
Don't we
Set it on our
love
end.
pushy
Hey,
NPCs?
Riley. Yeah,
We love that shit.
Readings.
Apparently there's 16 different Horizon Zero
there
Dawn
they are.
type game, film, movies.
Signal's clear. You guys did a great
Yeah.
job.
Sounds about 17 too many.
Oh, hold up 1 second.
What'd you do? Here we go.
A little weird.
Oh, it's gone red. That can't be good. It's
So
gonna
tell me,
explode.
What color is the little light blinking?
Red?
Jesus.
What the fuck? It's Ghostbusters, man. Don't cross the street. Oh shit, there's the portal. No!
Wait, what's that? Do you see that over Edwards Island?
No,
Riley, did you know?
I'm not looking.
Is this right?
Riley.
Oh, the
what's
music.
going on? The readings are a little
Uh,
weird over here.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Riley, is this normal?
No.
It's reacting with the with the.
Riley, turn off the transmitter. It's
Fuck! Turn it off! Turn it off! Oh my god! Look!
No!
It's the beach!
No! God, I can't believe this! Oh, the portal! Something's wrong with it!
That's gotta be them, right?
I was almost there!
What is that touching it?
Clarissa?
Lightning?
What?
Yo, we just went back to the first game. But they look grown up.
Wait. There's
Who
is
are-
she?
She did something! She... Whatever she
Are they
did
part
to
of-
her antenna-
Mom,
What
come on.
the fuck?
Tell me all the time. Don't let the concerns of others concern you. Right?
Wait, who are you?
Ooh, future or past?
Riley.
Damn.
There, pick up, please.
I have it just loud enough to really
Riley?
freak with you.
Answer, please.
Oh, now we're going back in time. Jello! Sorry, I dozed off. We're in a time loop.
I think I dozed off for a second.
I love the autosave looks like
That's
a
okay. I'm
a
just glad you
portal
picked up
and a
the
dream
log is
catcher.
working.
I like that.
I'm Evelyn, a new researcher with the lab like you.
Deja
This is
vu
start of my
much?
4th week, actually.
Deja vu.
I'm by Oval Beach. It's about 20 miles out, but I can hear you okay. Surprisingly. Can you hear me? Over.
I'm not feeling well. I love the little glitch.
Evelyn, I think I might
Little
be sick.
film reel
Something,
glitch.
just not feeling very
So
well.
what happens during 9 a.m. to
No,
3
that's-
p.m.?
I'm sorry.
God.
Are you not able to perform your duties, you don't think?
Here's me thinking you were asleep. I already did my duties. Don't you feel weird too?
Evelyn, don't you feel the slightest bit strange too? Like, don't you remember telling me this stuff? Me going to the summit? I already went there.
Went to the summit? That's what you're saying? This is your first day with us, right?
Oh no.
And you just landed in Kamina.
Evelyn, it's just that everything is wrong, or I don't know. Maybe I.
It's okay, Riley. I'll let's get through the instructions here, and maybe we can circle back. You're going to be placing transmitters. That's the job. In your backpack, you'll find most of your equipment. Should
Oh,
be
God.
4 transmitters and a test radio.
4 transmitters,
Now,
you say?
here's where I confess that I completely messed up and I totally forgot to pack your climbing gear. I'm choosing to blame the unforeseen hangover, but
The general store's closed, Evelyn. I get there too late.
it's closed? Oh, shoot. Well, can you still head over and knock on the door?
Oh, that's new.
Ah, damn it.
Hey, kid, can you help me? I think
keep
I'm.
away. Keep away from all of this. For your own good.
This isn't for you.
Just. who
These
are
are
you?
definitely
What are
the
you doing?
kids from the
Leave it
first
alone.
game.
Don't listen to them. Don't do anything.
Who's that? Is that?
Stay back.
Oh, now we know a name. Olivia.
Come in,
Jesus!
Riley. If you're there, pick up, please.
Ah!
Riley, answer, please. Over.
Not again.
Not again, Evelyn.
Hey, hi. Thank God.
I post
didn't know
TikTok
that was
advertising
range.
Prime since it's the best thing ever.
Wanted to tell you that
Jesus. It only activates during the morning.
you're
I think we might be stuck in a loop or something. We've done this before.
Riley? Are you still there? You're getting garbled.
Hello? Evelyn?
Oh god, there's...
Come out to play.
Oh, creepy.
Does shine as bright as day. Come with us.
But our antenna,
It's
broke.
back.
We planted the beacon thing and it ruined everything. Got overworked. I'll have to repair it, rebuild it, or somehow.
Oh god.
It's her again. She keeps
They're
trying
working with it. Oh no, no, no. They shouldn't be working with it at all. I wonder are the kids stuck?
Again?
I don't think Olivia was one of them. There was Clarissa, Alex.
Again it is.
I don't think there was an Olivia. There may be new kids. I kind of hope. And the creepy masks. It's definitely. They think it's all witches and. Oh Jesus! Holy flip! Now what? We can't use the radio or anything. We're messing with their plans. It's probably for the best. What are these things? So we got our first kind of little puzzly thing, right? Yeah. This wasn't here before.
This definitely wasn't here before, right?
Their own homemade antenna. Oh damn. Yep. First little puzzle. All right. So I think we're aligning these things. Looks like a DNA strand, huh? Maybe we have to. How do I know if I'm close? I can hear some weird voices. I have no idea. Oh, does this one actually move in? Oh, it does. Okay. What are we doing? This is bad. Anything over here? Doesn't seem like I have control over the sprint, but she does have a sprint. Oh, that's like a... When they do that, it's like a fail. Fail! What did I do wrong?
Did I do something wrong?
Yes.
I mean, okay, clearly I did something wrong, but what?
I'll tell you what you did wrong. You didn't turn down the audio enough. We might not want that in our brains. I wonder what it's connected to. I have sound effect pretty low. So I wonder what it's connected. It's hardly connected to voiceover. Dum dum. I don't mind that like little noise from time to time. It's meant to kind of startle you a little bit. You don't want it to bleed your ears either. Alright, let's try that again. This one's okay. It's probably the power of 3. I see one another over here. All the old puzzles were the same. You have to kind of solve them in the same space. If you left, kind of served as a reset. So you've got all these different... Oh wow, that's really creepy. Okay. Different... How are we gonna know how to get this one right? Different radio waves. Oh, I think green is a good color, right? Let's try that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, we're getting closer. Very close. Yes. Yeah. Nice. So you see the first crystal. Now there's a box around it. We're building a radio wave or something. I fixed it. Jacob, you there?
Jacob? Jacob, you around? Oh.
We seem to have centered this universe for now.
Maybe he's back at his truck? I gotta find him.
Damn, she's...
This is going to be okay. The forest is the town of trees, where they live quite at ease, with their neighbors at their side, just as we in cities wide.
How does she know that song? I wonder what this flag represents. It reminds me of the California Republic flag. You want to have a look at this? Nice. It would be cool if the kids got involved. But also, I felt so bad for them at the end because... Jesus. They had been through so much. You kind of want them to just have a happy little life. Goddamn TikTok. I don't own TikTok, I'll be honest. Probably for the best. The world is not ready for someone like me. 10 p.m. Okay, yeah, the time must be a thing. Am I going the right way? I think so. Yeah. There's multiple ways of getting to the same place, it's fine. Nice little map too. Kind of disappointed in Final Fantasy 16's map. Seems to go for style, but it has absolutely no purpose. It doesn't show you the biomes or anything. It's a very strange one. So a lot of stuff in that game where I'm like, you put so much time into certain things. And, oh god, this is where I worry. Because
Jacob, are you in there?
If you meet
Answer,
the people you
please.
love
I don't know what the hell is
in
going
these
on.
parallel universes, they're like possessed fucking demons. Lost in the ether.
Hey!
Jesus!
Hey!
You little shit. You
Good
good?
Lord, I'm sorry. You scared me. Whew. Gotta give my heart a second.
Didn't you hear me? God, I've been calling out for 5 minutes.
Which
Sorry?
Jacob is
No,
this, though?
I didn't.
Oh my god. Riley, this is... I don't know what happened. Do you know what happened? We were planning the transmitter.
There was a... Oh, wait, there was a
giant triangle
triangle in the sky above Edwards, right? Did that...
Yeah, that happened. Oh man. Are you okay? You seem alive, which is maybe more than I can say for myself right now.
I am many, many miles from feeling okay.
Yeah, me too. Well, wait, are we talking physically or mentally? Yeah!
Hey, guys.
Completely spooked.
Oh, it's Evelyn.
Tell her I quit. Aw.
Hello? Are you there?
Oh, man, thank God it's only Evelyn.
Hey, Evelyn, we're here. Did you see or do
She's
you know
on edge, man.
anything about what happened out here? A bolt of lightning or something came out of the transmitter and it kind of knocked us out for a bit, but we somehow made it back to my truck. We don't know what happened. Do you? Over.
Oh, jeez, guys. I honestly don't think it was lightning. I don't have eyes over there, but the readings on our end are completely flipping out. You need to go back to Camber Cape and see what the transmitter is doing right now.
No way,
really?
it's dangerous. What do we need to do?
If you
I'm
could see
out
what's
of here.
going on, it seems risky.
Okay, Evelyn, this is Riley. What do you need us to do?
You need to go back to the transmitter and tell me what it's doing while we still have time.
Probably
Time
burnt
to do
out.
what?
In time for us to figure out what's going on before it gets any worse. I hate to ask you to do this, but it's very important you go back there and check it out.
Don't worry, Evelyn. We're up for it. We're here, aren't we?
Great.
Yeah, but we need assurances. Time and a half. And medical. In case our damn skin melts off.
Oh, Jesus.
I am sure we can cover expenses.
I don't think
Jacob,
medical's
just
gonna
please
cover
fill the time in
skin
and get
melting.
Back to that transmitter.
It might.
Thank you both so much. Really. Let me know when you get
When
there.
you take
Over
that
and out.
tan a little bit too far.
Here,
Skin melting.
The walkie I had near the
from
transmitter died,
fucking
so I assume yours
Terminator
did
2.
too.
You got some new? Give me the walkie. He just puts it there. Can't hand it directly to me. I growing up as a Stephen King fan, like this kind of stuff just fascinates me to no end. The Twilight Zone, Outer Limits.
Man.
Okay. Ready?
Stephen King was a huge fan of
Look, I know this
creating
really sucks what we're about to do.
dimensions
I
and
don't
beasts
know what's going on.
in the
But it
most
seems
simple of things.
bad
Like he
is
created
all
a
I can
whole
say
house
right
that
now.
would eat people.
And we're the only ones out here that knows anything
Obviously,
about
you've
it.
got your interdimensional spider
I feel
clown
like
as
sometimes
well that
people are
everybody
put in
loves.
positions where they
But there's
can
far more than that. He had
most matter.
the
And this
Mist,
feels
which
like it matters.
was a dimension of its own
Right?
as well that would release
So, if it's up to us to do
huge
this, then
nightmare fuel
Well,
monsters.
maybe that's true. Maybe it's not.
Okay,
but
cool.
I know we can figure it out. I mean, I don't know. But I know I can figure it out.
Yeah,
Damn.
I believe you.
He even had Cell, which I always hoped they would make. Oh, cool. So the notebook's going to be like our objectives. Alright. Yeah, Cell, I was hoping they would make a movie out of it. It was about cell phones that had a weird signal in them, and it would turn people into crazed monsters, you know? They would just start attacking each other. It was kind of cool. There was one bit where people were queuing up at an ice cream van, you know? And one person was on their phone. The signal came in, this creepy signal. And then they ran straight for the ice cream van and shoved their face through the glass window, breaking it. And then all of the broken glass down the bottom, they just tore their own face into it. It's fucked up. And you know, this is a man who likes to be visuals. But the story is really cool because it eventually kind of became these people that went crazy were part of a hive mind. It was awesome. And it was kind of like the crazies from that movie, you know, kind of zombified people, possessed people that didn't have much control over things. But one leader of the hive mind did. It's cool. Just called Cell. It was relatively new as well.
I almost had it. They were talking, but we were talking.
Is this Olivia?
Charlie, come in.
Charlie.
Where are you?
Charlie, Violet,
Let's just listen in for a
Olivia.
Guys, I think I'm lost. I'm at somewhere by the cliffs.
I think she's by the cave system.
Violet, what happened? Where did everybody go?
Charlie, where are you? Over.
I think I'm by the ranger station.
Pointillia.
They might have changed
That's
their
not far from
names or
I
something.
can get another receiver to fix the antenna.
Hurry. And Violet, stay put. Charlie and I will get you later, okay? Hearth and Cinder. Catch squirrels if you can. Over and out.
That doesn't sound good. They sound young. Oh, what the hell is going on?
Let's just focus on the stuff we can control, like getting any data we can from the transmitter.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
Yeah, some of his newer novels are actually very underappreciated. Like Dumaki was another great one. It was about a man who used to love to draw and paint and stuff, and he got into a car accident, and I think it like severed his fucking arm off, or he just couldn't use his arm anyway, and they had to amputate, and he went through like years of physiotherapy, but he's just lost everyone in his life because of his own anger and stuff, you know. But he moved out to this island, might actually even been a lighthouse as well, and when he would go to sleep, he would wake up and he had his phantom limb, the arm that wasn't there, would start to paint again in his sleep, you know. But it would paint some viciously nasty stuff, and these things would start to come to life, you know. And he'd wake up just like covered in paint and stuff. That one's really cool. Doom McKee, I like that one. Then he had another great one, which I think was better than some of the modern teenage shows out there. It was called The Talisman, and then there was a follow-up called Black House. The Talisman was awesome. It was up there with things like Lord of the Rings and fucking Labyrinth and all those kind of... Any story where a child or teenager goes to a mythical world. Talisman was fucking cool. It was written under his pseudonym. He had a couple of pseudonyms where he would change his name so he could write new books without having the pressure of being Stephen King, but also there was a lot of love and adoration for him, so it ends up you're not really getting fairly criticized or even fairly reviewed, you know. So I can understand that.
Just hurry up and see what the transmitter's doing.
I wonder, could you have gone to see the kids there instead? I will bump into them soon enough. So yeah, that one was cool. Talisman is about a kid who his mom was very sick, his dad was long gone, and she borrowed money. She was dying of cancer, and she borrowed money from loan sharks. And obviously was in a world of debt, and the kid didn't know what to do, you know.
Why is it doing this?
I have no earthly idea, Riley, but we can figure that out when we stop it.
So obviously to get the money out of the mother, usually loan sharks will beat up whoever owns the money, but you can't really beat up someone dying of cancer because you can't get much worse than that, you know. So they would take it out on the kid, you know, and the kid, he was lashing out as well. It felt very much like a little mobster movie. But eventually one day, you know, he's about to lose his mother, and she gives him this little brooch, this little talisman, and then he gets sucked into another world, and he meets this cool little monster guy who ends up being his friend. But what he tries to do, as mad as you can think, is to try and save his mother from cancer.
Crap. Okay,
in this other world.
This looks very volatile.
Really cool. And then Black House is a sequel to it, but it takes place way into the future, where the boy is
It looks
now a
like
detective,
a
and
giant
it's a
hole in
noir
the
novel.
sky. How
It's
is that
so
possible?
good, dude.
Is the
And all these
transmitter
books
really
connect back
It's
to
beaming some
the Dark
kind of
Tower.
energy to
They
it,
connect
but
back to,
Riley,
you know,
this is gonna
it
sound-
and all. It connects
I
to
don't know,
Dark
but
Tower.
This is all.
In the
I
Dark
think
Tower
it is.
novels, there is
Someone told
mention
me this was
of
possible.
it, Pennywise,
She
or
didn't
his
know
real
what to
name,
do,
you know.
but she knew, even
Because
30
kids will only
years
know
ago.
fucking Pennywise, just stupid
Jacob,
killer clown
who
stuff
are you
and that.
talking about?
Wait, Riley, do you hear that?
You're what? Yeah.
There's.
Oh,
Hear
no.
what?
He's hearing voices.
You don't hear that?
Oh Jesus!
It sounds.
Step
like,
away from the edge,
it
dude.
sounds like.
It's calling you, is it? Step away. Oh no!
Dude.
No, Jacob. He's been possessed. No. Should I ring Evelyn? Dearest Evelyn, shit getting crazy out here, bitch. I can't ring her. Hello? I can't ring her. Okay, I gotta just follow Jacob. Damn, this is the danger. They end up like hurting people when they're possessed with this, hurting themselves. It's fucking crazy.
Jacob, can you hear me?
I love this. They're possessed by an entity from, but it's like, oh God, sounds like a radio. Exactly. See?
Does that sound like a radio?
Yeah,
What is going on?
So what you have to do, you find the goddamn frequency that they're possessed from, and you're basically like opening up a world, pulling their soul back from another dimension. That's what we used to do, but it's probably different now. We'll see what the game has to tell us. I have to do something. I'm not leaving you that noise.
God, that noise. It sounds just like... But, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it wants me to do the radio, okay. Come in, Jacob. Come in, buddy. You there? It's kind of cool. It reminds me as well of Poltergeist, when she was trapped inside the TV, and they had to like talk to her through frequencies. There. Oh my God, it really is back. Holy shit. Oh no.
Jacob!
This is crazy.
Just hold on.
Now it's like triangulating his fucking soul. Oh Jesus. Do you like interdimensional rips and tears in the world? Holy fucking Jesus. Oh, there it is. That's all we got to see. There's the entity.
Remember your name and address, and telephone number too. And if someday you lose your way, you know just what to do.
Creepy. Who is this?
Wait, who is this?
Marco Polo.
Oh,
creepy. We saw a bit of a face. That's how the first game ended. We only saw the entity a little bit. And then it ripped it away.
Bar's closing.
It's not Marco Polo we're after. It's Ollie OXENFREE. Ollie OXENFREE.
Anyone?
you gotta get home.
So is this like her past life or something? It seemed like she had a kid. Am I
Do
drunk?
I have to call somebody?
Wait.
Cool, I love the creepy vibes. Hey Pyro, how's it going, dude? How's your week going? I'm Bernie.
It's
Hello.
time to get up.
How's it going,
Let's
lads?
go. There's nothing to figure out. Night's over, okay? Hey, wait, buddy. You were talking to her earlier.
Oh damn. Oh look, this is different. Damn. Is that Jacob? Is he okay? Please close the interdimensional rift, please. That'd be great. Can't leave that open. Oh fuck. Riley.
Spilling everything everywhere.
I like that he called her the Traveler.
I've made a mess.
Oh fuck.
We are lost.
What is your... Yeah, I started to wonder... Oh, gee. I started to wonder, was the entity, like, people stuck in purgatory or something? It was giving me that vibes, too. Fucking hair's just rising up on my back of my neck there. I love that. If you've ever, you know, looked into the idea of white noise and the paranormal, I know you might not believe in that stuff. It's okay. That's fine. But where there's smoke, there's fire. And some of that stuff is truly crazy. It always reminds me how funny it is that people use white noise to go to sleep to, I will never. I will never use that. There's stuff inside of white noise that we don't even have a fucking clue what we're messing with. It's the idea of snow on the TV and the crack up between the radio stations.
But first, let's get the hell out of here.
Just like how little we know about our own ocean, we know nothing about radio waves. Like, every single day, they pick up strange radio waves from space. Did you fucking know this? Most of it's just from radioactive substances that are in space. But we don't know for sure, you know?
Oh, looks like a climbing anchor. Well, I won't be able to use this unless I get some rope somewhere.
A lot of those kind of radioactive things do give up. This is how we discovered half the shit that we have, you know? And then you ask yourself, what are we sending out into space as well? I think if aliens truly do exist, they're not little green men coming out of a flying saucer, that's for sure.
Evelyn,
I think
there?
it's
Over.
a different entity altogether. Like a light entity.
I don't think we can get through.
You know, if they're a hyper
I think I know what
smart,
but
fucking intelligent beings that can travel
just up the way here.
the speed of light, they're not going to be little green men, you know what I mean? They're not even going to be humanoid. They're not even going to, they're going to be energy, you know? That's what it's going to be like.
In a cabin? Like a log cabin?
Well, I say cottage.
It won't be a physical body.
We were one of the few allowed to.
There's the shoes. I think the shoes lace thing is going to be a motif in the game separately. Maybe the team didn't know the weirder side of it, which, like I said, it's got to do with drug deals.
I know what transmitters are for a reason.
There's little things like that you'll find in any modern city, modern town. Little small things, even in graffiti and that have a lot more.
Studied this stuff.
Like, people used to go and collect like arrowheads and that and just never even think about it. Trust me, there's history all around you.
I have a lot of her journals.
It's not in the books, man.
I know she wrote about something like this. I think it can help.
Sorry. Not my fault. Anyway. I don't think much about it. Yeah, I hope it is Little Green Man. Yeah, everyone wants it to be that. But I don't see it that way.
This way.
I don't see a higher being be so close to our own physiology.
Yeah, just so you don't think.
It would seem so silly.
This is my beach house or anything. My parents had me and my brother old and both died in our 20s.
I feel like, to me, aliens, as close as we are to getting some definitive proof, we couldn't be further away. I think people still hold aliens in the same regard as ghosts and spirits, you know?
The cabin and the money left me in my parents' will means that I have to work. But it's not like a huge deal, basically.
But, you know, believe it or not, that's fine. Yeah, everyone's got their own beliefs. But these are two very persistent things that have transcended thousands of years, you know? The fucking Egyptians were trying to communicate with the stars. This is a castle. It's very nice.
I like it. It's like if
I love the art style.
Hey, thanks.
It's like old pop-up books and stuff. It's got a kind of a Wes Anderson thing going on. You got any football in lately, Pyro? Any gaming?
Damn it.
I'm gonna have to go find the key. I'm gonna break into this window.
Yes.
I'll try the top one.
The door is locked, which it should be.
Jacob, you're a bit of a disaster. You never told you that?
I can picture it. They're in the kitchen drawer.
We've a name for people like you, and it's a bumbling fool.
I forgot to put them back in my pants.
Is this really your house?
I'm starting to get worried that this isn't your house.
Right?
Should I be?
Well, I could show you my driver's license if that wasn't also inside. I watched a video on how to pick locks. I think I remember the host's hair color. Yeah, I'll tool around with it for a bit. And if push comes, I'll just unscrew the damn thing.
Right, let's try the side door.
Why am I not surprised? I need to get up there.
Obviously, bring the ladder over.
No. Okay.
Jacob. Yeah, so Oxenfree, the first one I played on the channel way back when.
This should reach the window.
Yeah, can you carry the whole ladder by yourself? Hello? That's not an easy feat, missus. Especially balance. Yeah, 2016. Pretty cool. It was one of those first indie games I played on the channel. That and Night in the Woods. That one was full on 2D. It's about kids partying in this island and things get weird. This is the sequel. So yeah, even though it's been 7 years, I mean, they haven't been just plodding away. They've put out other games in the meantime. But I'm so glad they revisited this because we were left with a cheeky cliffhanger. We know how much I hate cliffhangers.
Jacob, you are a man of interesting
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. It's been a while.
Oh. Odd hobby, Jacob.
Guess we'll let him in.
His brother. Didn't think they'd be twins.
Nice. Oh man, you phone ringer. Should we answer the phone without letting him in? Kinda messed up. Pizza boxes. Damn, dude. I'm afraid to answer the phone because of the creepy people. Yes, I'm gonna answer your phone. I'm nosy.
Hello?
Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. The waiting be hell, I am to wait. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late.
Hello? Have a nice day.
Yeah, you have a nice day too.
Yeah, they love fucking with the phones. They fuck with all technology. What do you think those people are, huh? Is it something? Like, even the idea of someone from the next realm over. Jesus. What the hell are you doing in here?
Oh, got it.
Hey, you there? Come let me...
Shut up. The lockpicking didn't go so well, did it, huh?
How'd you get in?
You left your upstairs window.
Wouldn't you like to know, wetter boy?
I left that open again. God. I'm gonna find a barn owl in there chewing on my pillow one of these days.
Something about people going to the afterlife, but they're in another dimension. Pretty cool. Instead of just chalking up to spirit realm and purgatory and every other religious nonsensical farce.
To perpendicular spaces.
Perpendicular? Your brother's a twin. Ooh.
Your brother's a twin.
That could come back.
I saw a picture of you and another you.
Yeah, Pete. He's in New York these days. He hated it.
Twins, but one's from a parallel universe.
He has a family.
I think
now.
aliens are little caterpillar-looking things. Okay, that could be cool. Yeah, for me, maybe I'm just overthinking it. I think they're more like energy. That's what I think. I think it's like a light.
She was stationed at Fort Milner.
That's why a lot of times we're like, people say they see lights and shit like that.
The whole thing had an experimental engine or something.
I don't think they have a physical body. But I do think they're sentient and highly intelligent. But how else would you travel the speed of light? Unless you were light itself. Or at least light-based. Okay, interdimensional being. Yes, that's what I've been saying.
Is, that why this is happening?
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
Interdimensional rifts.
Experiments and research in the last half of her life. She discovered radio waves can reach through planes of existence.
Yes.
It can affect the past and the future. But, I mean, you know, without hard proof, without the knowledge of the
it's cool if this is so 3D.
No one really except me.
Yeah, there's a lot of games back then. And they're all kind of making newer games now. Hyperlight Drifter.
Okay, so let's say everything you're telling me is true.
Crossing Souls.
How does this help us solve this?
Just
the Below guys.
This one, she told me about ghosts, about people she cared about.
Might be lower beings. Yeah.
Died to one of those
That's
things.
possible too.
She called them gates. And I think that big triangle.
It can be lower beings, but still
is one of them.
High intelligence.
Talking about. I was just a kid, you know.
How did our friend Anna die?
She didn't really get into the details. Just that during an experiment, something.
It would have to be a high technology
a portal
race, you know,
or whatever, to a Sergeant Griffin years after he died. He was on the USS Kanaloa, stuck in time.
Yeah.
These were my versions of, you know, of campfire stories, I guess.
All right, so all of this happened in like the 40s or something, right? Why is this happening now all of a sudden?
That portal over on Edwards Island, whoever did that, I mean, I don't think it was
space worms. Yeah.
On the walkie.
That's possible.
Just wait, there's more here.
Most of the insects are far more a higher species than we are. You know, they might not have the brain capacity, but same with like lizards growing back their stuff. Look at cockroaches being able to survive radioactive fallout. Like we might think of them as lesser beings, but they do things that we would never be able to do.
Oh yeah, sorry. She says that Harmonizing electromagnetic waves emitted towards a gate could successfully diffuse its source signal. See, so this is what I thought when the transmitter went crazy. That first one was diffusing the signal.
He's a bit of a conspiracy theorist as well.
So, transmitters can diffuse the source signal.
So we use the transmitters then, right?
Right.
Enough of them should knock out its power.
Yeah, exactly. Let's explore the
I
ocean,
think.
for sure.
I mean, we saw what the one did, which is definitely.
Or at
what we
least
wanna
let's
do,
clean up the
because,
fucking ocean.
you know,
Jesus
Maggie
Christ.
says, she wrote here that gates or portals, whatever you want to call them, can, in theory, destabilize the properties of our current existence.
That sounds
which
nice.
Doesn't sound good.
We're out of transmitters, really?
Man.
So, what will happen exactly if the portal or whatever stays open?
It sounds like it'll really screw up our timeline. Maybe destroy it? The general store's holding our transmitters, right? And climbing gear?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case...
That's whatever.
But it was burnt down the last I checked.
So I know the owner, and I know where the key is, so that's no problem.
And you tell us
After
this
that,
now?
I have to put another 3 transmitters to triangulate the right harmonic frequency.
Don't you love that
The
triangulate?
math dictates they have to be roughly equidistant and at the same height.
Hold on, that's...
So for us,
You're gonna make a triangle out of 5
to
ang...
compete with the signal traffic and get through to the other side of the harbor. After that,
Sounds like desperation.
should
No, let's
work.
stay
Sounds
hopeful.
like something that makes just enough sense that I'll go along with it until it doesn't work.
Right.
That's about the level.
At
of
least for the
confidence
plot
I
of the
have.
game, right? Let's get
Okay.
meta up in this bitch.
Okay. Let's get back to the general store, get those transmitters in gear.
What if it was one of these things that we've been
I
like
just hope we're right.
Riley,
crushing
here?
aliens
Right
this
now.
whole time?
Over.
Jesus, Evelyn, you okay?
We should loop her in.
Riley. Jacob?
Hey, Evelyn, do you, see or, like, know how insane this is getting?
What
Over?
up, dude?
Riley, thank God. Okay, you're okay. Everything's okay. Okay, that's good. The readings we're getting on our end here look really bad. We just know, based on these figures, there's something electromagnetic that's building in intensity.
Evelyn, hey, it's Jacob. Yeah, we know it's bad and getting worse, but we figured out that if we use the transmitters to nullify
She'd never
the
be
bad
able to... Oh, he's got
frequencies,
another
it can diffuse
walkie-talkie.
them completely.
You figured it out?
What's wrong?
Figured it out how? Over.
Over.
Some old lady's journals Jacob had lying around.
What?
Just don't worry. We know what to do. The transmitters will act as a net. It would be like the old radio towers. The geography.
Alright, we gotta get back down to Uptown Harbor. Uptown Harbor.
Like a natural
She's been living in an uptown... I'm sorry.
amplifier. All we'd have to do is just place them high above sea level, and it'll knock out the signal that's screwing everything up.
Actually, that might work.
Let me go.
And the stuff you need is just sitting at the general store right now.
You been playing any games lately, Pyro? Try to get my hands on some of the older Call of Duties. It'd be
That's
fun to
not a big
play
deal.
their
That's Fred Hollinger's
campaigns.
place. He's a buddy of mine. He
I have
keeps a spare key to the front door behind the
Definitive
back doorman.
Warfare.
Hey, and I was gonna suggest just throwing a brick
Ghosts.
through the window. But this is better.
Thank God for small towns.
Alright, I got a lot of stuff to get ready over here. Good luck, guys. Godspeed. Over and out.
Sure you do. Now we got our mission.
Oh, and Jacob. Sorry, I forgot. Did you ever find Athena?
Oh, no, not yet.
You know, I'm sure she'll turn up soon.
The dog?
Dogs can
Yeah.
handle anything, you know?
Nice name.
Thanks for checking.
Greek
Over
goddess
and out.
Athena. I was thinking she wouldn't
Sorry,
have been...
my dog, Athena, got out last night.
Oh, we'll find her.
She goes on walks by herself all the time, but this is the first time she hasn't come back right away. Something
doggy.
spooked her, but
Ah, poor baby. If she goes on walks by herself all the time, I'm sure she'll turn up. She probably got some doggy action and doesn't want to come home yet.
Wayne.
maybe.
Yeah, she was too nonchalant for it to be like a sibling or a family member missing. Jesus!
I'm hoping we'll just run across her.
Glad they don't cut the conversation off. I think that's something they did in the first game.
So,
As annoying.
embarrassing confession.
Huh?
Before my truck broke down, I was headed to the library to return a book I was a month late in returning.
Oh, I think you'll be okay.
It's been 30 proper days, and I never even finished it. Athena and I walk there all the time. So I figured 2 birds, you know?
This island seems completely deserted. You'll be fine. Or you'll get one of those creepy librarians from Ghostbusters and
Maybe
she'll
she was
kill
right
you.
by the Dropbox. There's
She'll
precedent.
kill you!
Okay, made it. Just this way to the general store. Cross your fingers he never moved the key.
returning to earlier. I mean, is it weird that I don't mind paying late fees? I get that getting rid of them promotes library usage, which is a big plus.
People do that. People like that. They were the same with
consequences. Life is nothing but late fees.
You really want to charge a kid
People would do that
50
with
cents 'cause he's
fucking
one day late and
Blockbuster.
returning Dude the cat goes to school?
And you end up just keeping them
Was to get
forever,
money
like
as a
if it
kid?
was a
You may
game
as
or
well
something.
charge them Cold Fusion.
I do, and that's exactly why. Learn
Haven't given a
your
while.
lesson, young
It's probably
reader.
good, like, you know, it's
Maybe
summer.
a more considerate
Enjoying yourself.
child also wants to know how that day at school went for Dude.
Watching
But
some
now they'll never
Wimbledon,
know.
right. It's kind of boring to
Anyway.
watch. Oh, shit.
Now you know.
Yeah, I feel like until you get
Go
down
ahead.
to the high stakes...
Finish the damn thing. Come on, at this point
Same,
you're like
for me,
morally
it's the same
obligated.
football.
You're not the boss
I
of
need
me,
some proper
but-
fucking stakes,
yeah,
or else
I
it's
I
boring
will,
as shit.
But because Jacob decided so.
Once it gets down to
Thank you,
the
and tip
finales. Problem with tennis. Kind of problem with a lot of bigger football teams as well. You just get bored of them winning over and over. Hello, this is the general store. Is this not where we're going? Am I just gonna follow you? Oh,
Just follow me. It's right here.
okay. Apparently I was able to
Okay,
get behind.
You should be right under the mat.
You little
Real
shit.
high-tech security, you know.
Why was she burning this place down? In the other dimension, it appears that they don't...
I'm stealing gum.
You son of a bitch.
Happening.
Do it.
But which one?
I'll take fresh breath to good karma any day.
Right.
Do it to it.
Bone dragon breath.
I'm all talk.
But yeah, a lot of the... I'm hoping, like, with the Activision stuff, they put a lot of the old Activision games on Game Pass or something. But
Should we
I
leave?
doubt it. You know, I'd love to play the old Cybertron games and Transformers and stuff. But you'd have a higher chance of just finding them out in the fucking open. Paying a little extra. Because fuck what these companies do with them. The problem is, it's a mix of wherever the goddamn bastards own Transformers.
Mind if I take a look at the gear?
Most of the stuff just comes down to the stupidity of music license. Like, honestly, most of us don't give a fuck, you know? Like, here's me playing GTA, and I get about 17 DMCA copyright stuff. I couldn't give a shit. I hate music companies. I hate them.
Don't worry
And
about
now
that
we're gonna move
With
into the
Rogue, it's
same
pretty
issue
easy, honestly.
with AI now.
Easy
You're
for
gonna
some
have
people.
them create an algorithm that tries to
Anyways,
detect
let's just
AI,
focus
and we're
on
gonna...
first.
Oh man, it's
We
gonna
got
be a
our
shit
gear,
show.
we got our map. We're not
When in
restricted
reality, you're
to
better
the
off
linear
just
path.
creating
Trust me.
better
We should
laws.
start walking to as above sea level as we can get.
Right.
Take a look at your map, and let's pick where we want to go.
Okay. Let's see, transmitters above 3,000. So we could go to the Church of the Grand Architect. Nothing weird about that. And that seems to be it. Besides maybe the very tip top of Charity Point. Yeah. Let's see what he says.
All right. Have an idea of where we're going?
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't seem too.
Is he gonna give me a
difficult.
choice?
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
Oh really? I just head off. That seems like an awful long place to go. I don't mind. I think this tunnel will get us there. And you don't know what you got till it's gone. No, we'll have to go through Garland Ghost Town. I love that she drew the fucking triangle in there. That's great. Yay! Alright, so we could go through the Copper Creek Trail. And then... gotta find a way to get across there. Hand-drawn aspect might not help us too much. Somehow we gotta get through that tunnel. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Where does that one lead to? Where does that tunnel? Over to where Jacob was fixing his car, I think. Nice little drawing. I suppose it's what any of us would do when we're drawing stuff. Do you think you're gonna get Remnant from the Ashes too, dude? It's no harm either way, you know. That's coming out at the end of this month. 27th or something like that, or 22nd. One of those. And it's only 50 instead of the usual 70. Don't know how much that is in pound though, I'm sorry, I'm not much help. Whatever a normal, like £35 maybe? Whatever normal price, a normal $50 game is.
Hey, Olivia Massel,
Uh-oh.
are you here? Over.
Oh my god, she
Oh,
just...
wait, hold up.
Stay off the walkie. Olivia's at Garland, where the reception's are. Over and out.
Olivia.
Olivia Massel.
Do you know
I
her?
thought she sounded familiar.
Have you heard that name before? Massel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so Olivia Massel is the teenage daughter of
Wait.
The easiest way to say it is they're a cult. The Massels.
Damn.
A well-known group of nutter butter lunatics.
Nutter butters.
Extremely wealthy, very insular, very private. Her mom and dad actually died in a prop plane crash almost 4 years ago, but she lives with her aunt and uncle now. That weird thing on the trail path? That's them.
Damn.
Parentage, they call
Oh,
themselves.
parentage.
And
That's
there
what they're
are
called?
Stories.
About people disappearing.
Ooh.
All right, Jacob, seriously, what are you
Think
suggesting?
Bermuda
Hey,
Triangle.
I'm just saying what I know and what I've
What do you
heard.
think about the
You
Bermuda
can take it or
Triangle?
leave it.
I think it's her.
Are you into? Any of you guys into conspiracy theories or any cryptids or anything like that? I get that 90% of them are overblown, especially things like Bigfoot and that. But, oh man, if you don't got a side of you that is intrigued by the strange, then you're just gonna go through life as a big old sheep. The strangest thing you'll see is the gum on your shoe. There's nothing wrong with the weird. I see those things shining. Is that something?
Over.
God damn it, Evelyn! You don't give me a fucking second, do you, girl? Sheesh!
Hey, Evelyn, what's going on? Over.
I just wanted to see how you were doing. And
You're so needy.
out there.
You are needy. Time and space is going crazy. Ghosts, I think.
Evelyn, how do I put this? I think it's more than just the portal, or maybe the portal is causing it?
35,
There are
yeah.
definitely, like, ghosts out here with
I'm
us.
seeing
or
it pre-order
something
for
very much
37.
like
That's pretty
ghosts.
good. Yeah.
I know this sounds insane, but
No, I don't think you're insane.
Sometimes look at
Riley.
conspiracy theories, but I don't
Weather
pay too
station
much
and
attention.
relay
Yeah,
results are,
for sure.
well, the numbers are
Obsessing over them is just
otherworldly, way off
bad.
track from where they should be. Yeah, Jim. I
bad
know.
brain
Sorry,
space.
coworker
You'll see those type of
pointed
people
out
obsess
this
over other things as well. Like,
It's okay.
there's no
Riley,
middle ground
I
with
wanna
them.
stick to the plan.
There's all
Still
extremes.
plant those transmitters, but
That's
can you do me a
dangerous
favor?
behavior.
Could you give
This
me
is
a
why we
call
live in a
whenever
world
you
where
plant a
people are
transmitter? It would help me help
pulling
you
fucking
with what's
guns
going
out on people.
Just to get a reading straight. That sound all right?
yeah, Evelyn, that's fine. Over.
Great. It's important you call me before you head out to your next objective when you plant them, okay? It'll help a ton.
Something
Okay,
stinks.
I'll let you go. Remember, I'm on 7. Good luck out there.
Something stinks. Evelyn, are you working for this cult or something? You stink.
What is this?
Mel, my mother was an
Oh,
undertaker.
no way. I buried this.
Ooh,
When I
little
was
time
a kid,
capsule?
Maggie had me bury letters for her.
Stinkers,
Weird, I know,
right?
but we paid
Absolutely.
$5 each. I promised I'd never read any of them. Never did. Never will. Keep your eyes open. I guarantee there are more of these out there.
What is it? Like a little...
My mother was an undertaker.
Did you read a book?
One way to start a letter, Maggie?
Turn page, toggle transcript. Alright, that's cool. I saw another one down below. What I've noticed is it flashes once on screen to catch your eye. Then as you get closer, it stops flashing. So it's if you're looking around the screen, you'll get it. I wish I could toggle the fucking sprint. Seems odd that she bursts into a sprint when she wants to. 45 on PlayStation Store. They always add an extra tenner. Gee, yeah, that's fucked up. Same here though. I like €80 for some of these games. I'm like, are you well? No, I go through Smith's Toys and an €80 game I can get for 62. And then I also get them physical,
When they hired me for this, they
so I
said
can
was
get a
gonna
little bit of
intern
return.
somebody.
This
I said,
game
you know, that's fine.
was a very nice,
Tell me about
reasonable
it. And they
price
said,
for
"All I can tell you
an
is
indie
that
game.
she
Most
used to
indie
work
games
here,
now
and she moved
are
away.
25 to
And
30.
now she's moved back.
This one was 17.
Yeah, and I remember thinking, that's funny. I never heard of anyone ever coming back.
Well, something must have gone wrong with their whatever they were doing.
Yeah. Beyond anyone's reach. Looks like someone got lost in the other dimension and they tried to get him back. This is what happens. And you end up, that's where they get possessed. There's people trying to break through to
Deep
this
down
other
in the
side.
place, maybe I didn't
And you
wanna
go,
admit.
where does this take you to? Oh, right, is it? Brings you out into a closer place of, okay. Probably not where we need to go anyway.
I miss the feeling of having
HMV have all the
potential.
good prices. No, we used
You
to
know
have
you're
them.
in trouble
I heard they're
with
coming
any
back though.
conversations you ever have
We used to
with
have
bartenders.
at least 10 or 15 HMVs in the whole
You
of
know, my
Ireland.
dad rewired
But the
my
one
phone's
on Henry
surprise
Street
when I
in
was a kid.
Dublin
How's
was the
Dad
bee's
doing?
bollocks. It was multiple. It was like
Still an
a
electrician?
Virgin megastore.
It's been a minute since I've seen him in town.
Yeah, he's not doing too well, to be honest.
No.
You know, he had me kind of late, so...
Even though
he's
they
getting up there
always
now.
make the same at Oxenfree, they
That
made
was
it sound
part of
like
why I came back,
it's a
honestly,
bustling
to be a
little
little closer to him.
island village.
I'm sorry to hear
You
that.
never see anybody. You never
Give him my
spend
best when
time.
you see him.
I kind of like that because it's almost like what happens in the shadows, you know? Small towns can be very fucking weird
Look,
at night.
You came back because you missed Kamina, and I know that it's going terribly wrong so far. But it's only the first day.
All the sports
Who knows
directs
what
have
tomorrow will be
them
like?
games and stuff. Really?
Can only go up from here, right?
That is fucking weird. I've never seen that. We have a
Yeah.
few sports directs. I haven't seen that yet. That's crazy, dude. Sure, even when Smiths was doing video games, and they've done them for the most part, it's still kind of weird. Like, you go run off and have someone buy a Barbie, and then you're like, let's get some video games. They even used to trade in games, so don't do that anymore. But they still have the best value around, which is funny.
Hey, I was meaning to
The
ask,
closest is
when you were,
CEX.
you know, in
GameStop
the house,
is gone now from
in my
us.
bedroom is this thing I've been working on for like years. Clay sculpture.
Oh dear.
I can't remember if I covered it up or not.
You're gonna
but,
ask me to
assuming
review it?
I didn't, and assuming
Oh, Jesus, dude. I'm trying not to get lost here. Damn, I think I went the wrong way. How the fuck do you get over there, though? Copper Creek. How do you get over there? Garland Ghost. How do you get over there? She said something about Garland. I was hoping the Copper Creek trail would send me over there. How the fuck? Maybe it's Garland Highway. Does that go to Garland Ghost Town? Shite. I just don't know how to get through this tunnel. Do you think that tunnel bottom left goes to the middle tunnel there above Copper Creek Trail? Is it one of those Where's Waldo
and
moments?
assuming you formed an opinion upon looking.
Alright, god damn it, dude.
What
I have never
might
seen
that
such a
opinion
bunch of
be?
needy people. But in video games,
Lots
they
of
do
assumptions
have to write
But you can't make
needy
an omelet.
people because
Am I right?
you're
Yeah,
you're
I saw
building
it.
a
It was
rapport,
kind of hard to miss.
and
Yeah, I have no
they
idea
also
how I'm ever gonna get it
have the
downstairs.
hefty
So,
task
thoughts,
of
questions, comments.
being the people that has to shell out the exposition, you know, which is just entire lore and world building. That's why
Minor
most
criticisms
people
that'll keep me awake at 2 a.m. Under this
like
hat, I'm
the
all
stick
ears.
to metal. It looked unfinished.
And conditioner.
I genuinely, objectively,
Good lord.
with
Oh,
a
they're building a
shred of
little love story
consideration
of
for
these two.
politeness, liked it.
Well,
Because
I
she had a
genuinely,
kid
objectively,
in one of the flash forwards.
the rest of
They
it,
might be pulling an
appreciate.
Arrival. Spoilers
I
for
usually just work
Arrival.
with scrap metal. I figured,
But
you know,
it
branch
might
out,
not
Jake.
just be
It's a work in progress.
past
both
and
the
present.
sculpture and the
It
branching.
might be past,
Maybe
present, and
someday I'll
future.
leave the bedroom,
All at the
have
same
the
time.
world uncovered,
Arrival
you
is
know?
one of the most important
See if it
alien
was worth the
movies
dirty fingernails.
that we've gotten in the last
Maybe.
couple of decades, that's for sure. You know, you have your fucking Pauls and all
Anna.
that.
Who was Anna?
M and J.
Maybe. A wonderful word. Yeah, how it lets you off the hook of responsibility in such a gentle way.
Jacob, seriously, dude. Or didn't they want me to mess with this? Treads better. Can we mess around with it at all?
Man, total strikeout tonight in terms of luck. Broken truck, lost dog, and now, this situation. However you classify it.
Hey, never say never. Strikes don't necessarily have to stop at 3. There's always room for more.
And hey, there's strike 4. Last night I had a dream. I was taking a walk and someone was approaching.
Oh god.
Turned out it was me. And like, not a mirror, it was another me. Only he didn't have a face.
Oh no.
And then I reached up to see if I did, but Athena barked me awake before I could find out.
That was no dream, dude.
Sorry. That just came to me right now. Just pops out of nowhere.
Super creepy.
Yeah,
Crapper.
it stuck with me for most of the morning.
Dude, that was not a dream,
Anyway,
man.
Shake it off, Summers, right?
Jacob Summers.
Right.
I think his first little... Anyone who gets possessed like that, I've noticed in the first game as well, they're now susceptible to being possessed again. And not to be mean to Jacob, but it does seem to affect the weak-minded people. It didn't affect the main characters. It's almost like you've got a stain on your soul that you can't rub out, you know? They're gonna keep... And I love that they're so huge like that.
When we're done with all of this,
like,
you should come back here.
It's clever. They show it like an overlay
this area.
In the foreground.
That's
These weird entities.
5 crisp dollar bills in your
giant
pocket, you find a better one.
people, silhouettes. I don't know what they are.
But you won't.
So noted. And I intend to collect Summers if it ain't up to snuff.
I gotta see how to get through
here.
here.
My word.
Yeah, it's funny. Gamers in the shop, I think. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we
Sunsets
did used to
on
have
Mars,
them.
I believe.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
We also used
Something
to have
about the dust
Electronic
in the atmosphere?
Boutique. Do you ever have those?
Blue Martian Sunset.
Apparently, there were GameStop in
Saw it on a
Canada.
nature show. Because, you know, technically, outer space is
I
part
know,
of
but like
nature.
people like to talk when they're nervous and.
That sounds delicious.
Sheesh, Jacob.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's Naruto running.
Wacky flavor of ice cream flair to it, huh? I'm kind of jealous, you know? I mean, I'm totally down with earthly and sunsets. No complaints.
Here's the thing, Jacob, old buddy, old pal. If Evelyn is already showering us
wonder what
with
else is
many
out there.
conversations,
And how much of it
you don't
we'll
need
ever
to
get
fill
see.
the fucking dead air, sir.
Maybe that's just me.
Envy no more, my man. We're going to Mars.
We're
You,
going to
me,
Mars.
Athena, pack some snacks.
I really like her voice. She's got that kind of... It's a little nasally, but in a good way. It's like, you, me, Athena. Reminds me of Sarah Silverman. I think maybe I have to go back to the start. I definitely found myself getting lost in the first one too. It's not lost so much as just kind of exploring, but when you're on a set path of speed, you do feel like maybe you're wasting a bit of time. You do not have the power to edit in real time. That would be fun. Imagine live streaming, right? But you have the power of time manipulation, so you can cut out like a crazy amount of nonsense or a big conversation.
I used to think about my
Hindsight's
lab
2020, but
what she
what
used
we
to tell
do
me
in the
about all
moment
this,
is something
at
we
least an
can't
hour of
usually
every
control
day.
that well, or at least can't control after the fact.
With time,
Shit.
it faded. You know, like everything.
Yes,
But I
that's
never
weird.
stopped
Like,
playing around
buy
with
some
radios.
football boots and
I was
then a
trying to
game.
prove her right. Trying
Did,
to
oh, did you
vindicate
end up buying some football boots? I remember you said you wanted some.
everything that's
These
been
deep
going
and
on these
meaningful
last few
dreams.
months
Meanwhile, mine are
really
like
stirred up a lot.
bowling
It'd be
alley
so
screen
absolutely crazy
when you
for
get a
such to do
strike.
with
That's
her.
cool though. Some people don't dream at all, man.
How'd you meet her, anyway? She was an old woman who lived on an island.
She's a woman who lived in a shoe.
I used to practically live at the library, and she'd come and check out books on electromagnetism.
Yeah, there's people that don't have inner monologues either, which I, in some way, envy those people, and I'm sad for them at the same time.
She'd ask what I was reading. No one else would. She was a character.
Okay, can we abseil down now?
I don't know. I was a kid and bored and my house sucked.
Yes, we
so,
can.
You know, why not hang out with some weird old lady who believed in magic? Eventually, I'd stopped going to the library. I'd read all the Encyclopedia Browns anyway. And she just carried this weight on her.
Oh,
You could see it in her trembles. It just got to be too much eventually.
it's probably
Silence,
because she
weird
feels
nature.
responsible for being the
You can
first
only be
person
around it
to
so
open
much.
this portal up.
Before
It's
Can we visit her?
she
Maybe she
was
can help?
picking at a scab that she shouldn't have done.
She died a few years back.
Oh,
I actually went to the funeral.
damn.
Her only request was to be buried somewhere you couldn't see water. They did it on a hill, southern side of town. I think I was the only one to attend.
Jesus.
Never wanted that to happen to me, you know? Make no lasting connections.
I'm sorry.
Not heard of Electronic
Yeah.
Boutique.
Me too.
Yeah, then they changed to EB Games, and they
onward.
finally were bought out by GameStop. They used to have a cool neon sign with a fancy EB. Yeah, we had Game for a good bit, and they disappeared, and we were all left with like vouchers and shit. Same thing happened to HMV. I almost wrung the neck of the dude in HMV, because like obviously it's not his fault, it's just another fucking teenager, but either I got him on a bad day or he got me on a bad day, but he was just a prick, you know? And I'm like, dude, you've told us to come in with these vouchers. We have this amount of time to spend the vouchers before you pack it up. And he wouldn't take it, you know? He would not take that voucher. And you wouldn't mind, like, when it comes to vouchers, I don't give a fuck. But when they're given to you as presents, it's a double kick in the face when you can't spend them.
Oh, there's a weird looking
So
lock on the door.
I don't want
Might be a
HMV
radio
to come
lock.
back. I
One of those
secretly
things
think they
that
can
needs
go
a
fuck
calibrated
themselves.
radio
But I
to
used to
know
love
that
the one in
use
Henry
alternate
Street.
frequency
Back
audio
in the
signals to control
when
the
I used to
deadbolt.
love vinyls
If we had a
and
radio with a
DVD
broader
box
range,
sets,
we
they
could
had
tune in its code and
a
unlock
whole
it.
floor of DVD box sets, and then they had a basement
Well,
for all the
I don't
vinyls.
think we can get around.
Pretty fucking cool.
It'll be impossible to get in unless
The place
we
used to
find
be
one of those radios.
stuffed with people.
Ugh.
Back when we had the.
Why is there always some kind of problem?
Let's just come back later. If we find a better radio along the way, great. If not, maybe we'll have come up with a workaround.
Yeah, okay.
Back when we used to pay for fucking DVDs and box sets. Back when we used to pay for fucking music. Alright, what's going on here? We can't come back. I thought this is where I was supposed to go. Come on, man. So where else can I go then? Evan's asked check in with her whenever we plant transmitter. Here view. I can't go this way yet. So I think I have to go Charity Point then maybe? Let's see what Evelyn has to say. Evelyn, I'm in Garland.
Hey, Evelyn, I'm in Garland. Can you hear me? Over.
Yeah, this is Evelyn. I'm at work. Who's this?
What?
Over.
This is Riley. I've been talking to you all night. Over.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know Riley. And don't call Maritime Emergency Dispatch unless you have a real emergency. Over and out.
That's not weird or anything. I think we can't go this way. Oh, bollocks. I was thinking with the ghost town that'd be nice. Let's try going that way. I didn't think there'd be a wrong way to go, but there you go. So, yeah, must be struggling. Yeah, they are. They completely pulled out of Ireland and probably a lot of other places, maybe Europe as well. But I'd heard they were coming back. They were going to try and reopen. They always start with the old flagship places. I thought Virgin did them out of business. I don't really see any Virgin stores anymore. Virgin mega stores. Now they're more interested in TV and mobile phones and shit like that.
Man, I was really hoping to avoid this, but take a walk on the wild side, Jake. Oh God. Oh God of God.
Just try not to think about gravity. You know, that unavoidable thing that kills mountain climbers all the time.
Wow.
Let's hope you're next.
Damn. You guys that close already? Nice. Who else as well? We have like a little mom and pop shop that became a chain store over here called Golden Discs. And yeah, same with them. They were known for their CDs and cassettes and that, you know. I think they even did some games for a bit there for a while, but they've been suffering. Even though most of their competition is gone. But some of them that I have been to now, they've completely converted into a vinyl store, which is actually really cool. I don't know if that's going to save them though. If anything, I'll be honest, I think that's probably a very last desperate attempt to pull people in. How do I get up there? Waterhead Bluffs. See, some of it, it's nice and hand-drawn, but some of it makes sense and some of it doesn't. I think I need to go through the tunnel.
Oh, sorry, wait. We have to...
What? What's wrong? Oh!
Just got it.
What the fuck?
Whenever you cross the bridge, you have to spit over the side.
Who made that up? Gross, dude. Spit. Ding!
Well, there.
What kind of shitty spit was that? I hope you hit someone on the way down. You spit like a man. Gotta keep an eye out for his dog. His little dog Athena, who's probably going to be barking, because we know dogs tend to have heightened senses, and they've often been ones that see shit we don't.
Sorry. The rocks are a little slippery.
What are we going to do with this guy? You are the epitome of the man who has to fill every awkward silence. When you could just be comfortable, relax, it's okay. Don't have to fill it. We're just chilling. I'm getting into the nice synth music and the atmosphere. It's okay, Jacob. No one's going to think less of you if you've nothing got to say. There's a lot of people out there like that. I find like I have to do it on stream. I feel like I have to fill the dead air a good bit. But honestly, in real life, I couldn't give a toss. I'm pretty content in silence. 9 times of fucking dead air filling conversation is bullshit. We come from the land of let's talk about the weather for 45 minutes. As if it's any fucking different from yesterday. We get all 4 seasons in one day, usually. I like his house. Don't know if I'd live out here by myself. Especially this fucking island. I'd love to buy a lighthouse or an old castle one day and just retire. Spook some of the kids. Alright,
We
this
can climb
is
down from here.
probably the way they want us to go.
Goody.
I know. I like that it's got its own little physics for the rope. Coming from a hand-drawn art style, it's not easy. And even more so coming from a...
Bit of a leap there. We could climb down here also. It might take a little longer. I just don't think we can make the gap. Right? I think you would have broken every bone in your body if you tried to jump that.
No.
I drink enough milk. I would have been alright.
So, we want to go up there, but the caves are pretty well connected. We follow this one through, should wind up somewhere on the other side. She admittedly isn't the prettiest plan, but...
unless this is a bear cave. In which case, we probably won't wind up somewhere on the other side.
Bear cave.
Not unless you mean the other side in some sort of religious sense.
No,
Ours will be the first to go. Is that what happens?
Of course, now you've got me wondering. Anyways, come on. Just this way, I think.
Things like Scotland and Wales be the first to go when there's chain stores. Shower of wankers. I hate that yous are all treated like second-class citizens. So
Funny
strange.
how just a little light makes everything both less and more spooky. Weird, right?
Yeah, especially caves with bears in them.
Okay.
The caves were pretty creepy in the first Oxenfree. That was where we found one of the first areas. Yeah, you guys don't deserve to be treated like second-class citizens. Especially, not to be mean or anything, but I would actually hold Scottish people or Welsh people in just a slightly higher regard than the English. Mainly because of the inbreeding from the royal family and stuff, you know. And just general Asbos and everything you see. Benedict Britain, what's it called? No, Benefit Britain, that was it, not Benedict. Benedict Arnold. So yeah, between TV and a lot of stuff, they don't paint themselves as a lot of great people, the British. You got a guy would tell you how to shoplift in the store with tinfoil.
If you're on this frequency, pick up.
In a bag quicker than he'd help you out.
Are you there?
Riley, how the fuck? What do you want?
Hi. Hey, is there something you want? Over?
Man, you sound... actually, you don't sound at all how I thought you'd sound. But, how's it going?
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Who's this? Over.
You're gonna get a threat?
You know who this is, but I'll give you the space to figure it out for yourself. Okay. I don't want to waste your time. That's a pretty important resource. But my mom used to tell me stories.
Oh god.
That's why I'm calling. Because one of the stories was about tonight, and the things that are going on.
Creepy.
I just had a hunch. I'll see you later.
Your mom's what the hell? What the fuck just happened?
Hello? Anyone there? Over.
Hi? Over?
Hi yourself. Can you tell me why you're on this frequency?
What is going on?
With Nick Stewart, ma'am. Over.
Nick Stewart.
Hello?
I didn't call you, buddy. Over.
No, it was you. The reception was bad, but it was you. Listen, I got you on the horn here, so can you do me a favor? You sound pretty clear, which means you're probably in Kamina, right? Probably at the dock by Charity Point?
Mm-hmm.
There's an outpost for local fishermen near you.
Right, I'm looking at it.
Can you take a minute and check if a blue backpack is in there? It's the outpost for local fishermen.
Yeah, sure. I'll help out.
You're gonna tell me that something didn't weird happen there in the fog? Come on.
Just give me a ring.
Jacob never stops talking. I know. Like I was saying, a lot of this happens in a lot of movies too. Somebody has to shoulder the burden of being that character. Unfortunately, they always end up being the most disliked character because they have to talk so much. It's the burden of exposition.
I guess somebody sleeps here sometimes.
Somebody come get her.
Expeditions can sometimes take a while, I think. Actually, I don't really know. Don't listen to me.
I was on the train and there's some fucking scouser talking how terrible Scotland has been. I can't wait to get back to England. Oh, that's so strange. Like me saying like I hold Scottish people in a higher regard than English doesn't mean I hold English people in a bad regard. It's all relative.
Why do people love killing things and putting them on walls for other people to see what they've killed?
I don't know.
I don't really care. You'll find bad people no matter where you go, you know, that kind of way. Find good people as well. Where's this backpack, man? It seems. Oh no. It's always a Marlin, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what else.
I've been playing some Raft lately. Another survival game where you literally have to survive on a raft and stop off on these islands. There's a little shark that's attacking you. I just keep killing his ass.
Oh, it's
a little fun thing.
That guy's backpack.
Maybe you should call him back. Let him know he found it.
Nick, found your backpack.
Hey, Nick. Yeah, your backpack's here.
An English city I think
Blue, right?
looks quite nice
Over.
is Bath.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, good.
Like Newcastle.
Maybe I did bring
A lot of South England is just fucking gorgeous. And on the coast,
This is an emergency line for boaters only.
Cornwall and that.
Retired.
Brighton is nice, but it's been ruined by tourism and YouTubers. Kind of like Blackpool. Blackpool is like,
So if you need
yeah,
any info
this is a
about the
poor
area,
man's piss-smelling fucking Vegas, you know? But the same thing happens in America. You've got these cities that are trying to be mini Vegases and they're just dumps.
You're welcome.
Like
For
Atlantic
leaving this
City
backpack for you.
and
For
Reno, you know?
Okay.
These become gambling cities, gambling towns, and that attracts a certain amount of people. A higher amount of escorts and prostitutes. You've got alcoholics, gamblers, which are, you know, actual addicted gamblers are not great people. They're manipulative, they're desperate, and they're usually addicted to some other substance as well. It's kind of par for the course when you got that addictive personality. Yeah, so, I mean, there's probably nice parts of these cities too, but under kind of general consensus of them, that's what happens. Like Vegas, everyone's talking about this Vegas sphere that costs like 2.3 billion or some shit. Like, that's nice. What the fuck? And it's kind of cool technology, but what the fuck difference does it make if the place is a shithole? It's like a big sphere in a shithole. Do I not go over that ladder? Huh? How do you get over that ladder? There's a mirror. Does this cave look like a face, a big mouth? How the hell did you get over there? Oh, she was trying to do something there, I think. Maybe she got stuck. Newcastle, London, and I hate London. Yeah, it's like any big city, you know. The inner city part of it's gonna be rough. If it's not just for tourists, it's like you see the difference between nice tourism, but none of it being put into the infrastructure. So it's a lot of inner city people are kind of pretty rough. It's the same. How am I gonna get over here? What the fuck? I can't go up there. Did I make a bad choice? Oh shit! Did we tell this guy that he? Let me talk this. Got your backpack. Can't get to that ladder. That's an abseiling point there. More caves? You want me to go back in the caves? I feel like she was meant to climb up down there. I'm pissed. I shouldn't be going back in the caves. I think that was a little platform error or something, or I missed the walkway. See, now this is a different cave.
These caves are connected, I think, to Garland. We'll have to go there later, so you'll see how widespread it is. If you know the tunnels well enough, you can walk to.
This is just like the ending of the first.
Completely underground.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, you tell them to
really
skip
love
stories
places where
time.
you can't immediately see
Like
all
to
the
explore
exits.
more. Yeah. Oh,
wait.
See?
You see that?
Yeah, this.
Hello?
Hey, whoever you are, show yourself.
This is just
now.
like the end. This is just like the end of OXENFREE. All the kids went down here.
That was weird.
I don't think we're alone.
Could have been a trick of the eye.
They opened a portal down here in the middle of the fucking island, and it released something. Ooh, dude, it's so cool to have done this. Yeah.
Definitely not jumping that one.
Jesus, someone should put a.
In this city I've been where I see
Maybe
zero
there's another way
redeeming
around.
qualities
We
down.
need to get to the other side.
You jump as a test.
Maybe it's not as far as
Like
it
to
looks.
explore more.
You
Yeah.
go first.
No, I was watching a lot of people
my bones were
live stream
I'm sure
around
there's
England
another
before
I hope it was empty. when that
TwitchCon, you know.
happened.
Open
It's
one
beautiful.
hand,
It's beautiful, especially a lot of. I'm a sucker for a coastal
you know
town.
that expression.
Even if the beaches are rocky and shitty, I still love them. And there is
Yeah,
something
sure.
like, as much as I was ragging on Blackpool and that, there is something nice. Like same with Brighton as well. There's something nice about the whole British piers, your fish and chips, your human-sized seagulls, your ice creams, you know, your little amusements. We have a lot of that here too. Don't get it twisted. Between Bettystown, Salt Hill, Trebolgan, things like that. You know, there's a lot of that around. It's just a UK Irish thing for sure. We do like our little amusements, our wannabe casinos, anything that attracts tourists. That's what, like, people think like tourism is this and tourism is that. Can I not get out of here? Huh? What in the actual fuck sauce is going on? He won't jump that gap. Where do I go? She wouldn't leave there. Yeah. A lot of that happens. Tourism, you get the wrong end of the stick. You get too many greedy fuckers and
Hey,
scammers
check
and
it out.
everything.
We could probably climb down this.
Wow, your night vision is way better than mine.
Another thing of
Jeez, lead the way.
the scamming stuff is what I truly hate. The side of tourism. I've always been a firm believer that, you know, all different countries and cultures mixing is 100% a good thing, but there's a lot of bad apples, you know. There's a reason why there's a stereotype for Ireland for being drunks, and then there's a stereotype for this and that, you know. There's also a stereotype for certain countries and cultures, you know, and namely it's fucking Romanians and Gypsies, and it's wrong that has a bad stereotype, but I don't see them out here ever trying to fix that. Holy fuck, like our own dead body. Nice.
Hey, sorry.
I love the way
Way out over there, but
the little
also,
conversation things
it's
is
a wind tunnel.
reflected as well.
I think
But yeah, I mean,
maybe
obviously
I've seen
not
something like
every
that,
single
but,
person
never
from
mind. It's gone now
Romania
anyway.
We'll be
is
gone soon, Riley.
a scamming gypsy, but I'm telling you, if you could just show me one. Like, I come from a country where we have, as they're called, travelers, and they can be robbing, stealing, horrible bastards, you know. But they're not all bad
I
either.
don't think this was meant for
They're
tourists.
they're a victim of
There's junk all over.
stereotype and circumstance, and then
sorta
they
pretty,
keep reinforcing that stereotype by
it's
doing the
amazing.
same thing. But it's
In
like
your life, I would've
they
been a
feel
geologist.
they're being treated that way
Or
and
took at
looked
least an
upon that
intro to
way,
geology course.
so they'll just give into it. You see that a lot of stuff. You see that with a lot of crime. It's like, oh, they're an ex-con or a criminal, and people treat them like that, so
It's kind of sad seeing this.
I might
thing
as
so
well
broken.
fulfill
At least
that
there's no skeletal
stereotype
remains, I
and
guess.
offend again, you know.
Just saying.
It's a stupid mindset if you think about it,
True.
because people care too much about what other people think. But it's part of human nature and fucking society. And it's so stupid. It really is stupid. I hate it. It's a self-fulfilling fucking problem. So one of those canaries.
It's a bird.
It's a canary.
Feathers, beak. It
Someone's
works.
here.
Someone's down here with us.
And what? They brought their bird with
Just
them?
in case of
I
gash.
guess crazier things have happened.
But the canary doesn't sound like a
Still.
bird. It sounds like a dial-up internet connection. You hear that? See? Listen to the bird. That's not a normal bird. Do you hear that? So I'm thinking the bird has learned to make the same noise as a possible maybe radio wave or something, you know? And maybe he's able to connect stuff.
Hey, look, Jacob, it's an anchor.
Oh, which
But
means
yeah,
it's another rope climb
I've
adventure.
seen such a rise in the scams and stuff. There's a lot of different cultures like that get a bad rap. Like ask anyone about your local call center and how much Indian people are treated shit because it's a stereotype about Indian call centers.
What is that?
But like I said, you know, you talk to these people one-on-one, they're like, I'm trying to feed my family, blah, blah, blah. But they're just reinforcing the
avoid it
bad
if we
reputation
can.
that an Indian call center would have.
Let's see what's ahead.
No, dude, we have to touch it.
God, there has to be something down here.
Touch it. It's a giant rift. It's an interdimensional rip in the air. Come here. Yes. Oh, here we go. Really shouldn't be doing this. It never worked out good. First game was basically about undoing reality. So let's just keep going. Keep ripping to fix it, you know? Keep going deeper so you can climb back out. I don't know about you, but this will sound like a good idea. Mama, it's Caroline. Mama, I'm scared of the light. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. There's someone here, Mom. Fucking hell, that scared the shit out of me as a kid. So yeah, there can be a lot of bad people in every culture, but it becomes this thing where they become known for it, you know?
Hey, wait, you're just gonna...
Oh,
we haven't seen if we can maybe just walk out. We don't know what this thing will do.
I want to see what it does. Right? Curiosity killed the kitty.
Let's just see what this does. It might help.
Oh, it's like reaching out to touch us. Okay. I hate that so much. I always think in a way of treat tourists better than you would your locals. Yeah, exactly. I agree. But it's come to the point where these places start to attract the wrong types of people. You know, it's like the whole idea of, you know, allowing people to come into a country and, you know, refugees and asylum seekers, and you're always going to have that 1% of bad apples, right? You know, I think it's right to offer people asylum, but to say that they can't have proper identities, they can't have proper police fucking, you know, criminal records and police that warn people, like, criminals shouldn't be allowed to travel between countries, but they sneak through the cracks, you know. I'm telling you, there's some bad... That's what destroys... Like, they went from hating on the Polish, hating on people from Syria, now they hate on the Ukraine people. It doesn't matter, man. It's another fucking year. They find something to blame on other people instead of just bettering their own fucking life. But unfortunately, it's like I said, those 1% of bad motherfuckers who come through, whether they're drug dealers, human traffickers, you name it, they bring down an entire country. And it's that easy. It sucks that it shouldn't be that way. We should know better as a society, but since when does society ever care? You know, people are stupid, people judge, people turn into mob mentality and kill each other and riot and steal at the drop of a hat. It does not matter. We go from supposedly the highest, you know, intelligent being on the planet, highest in the fucking food chain, to worse than dogs. At a moment's notice, we snap like that. People start running, everyone runs behind them. You know, it's sheep behavior. I've said it all along, but you can't deny it. It's not like it's a bad thing, but we can't deny it. It's just the animal inside. That's why when these, so I was saying about any of these protests and riots, they don't, you couldn't actually sit down and ask them what they're actually protesting. They've long forgotten. Now it's just wanton violence. You're getting all that, especially a lot of them, you'll notice it's teenagers, more fucking male late teens who are just angry at the world for their situation or not having enough money or whatever it is. Instead of just going out there and doing stuff, they'd rather steal and destroy than create and earn, you know. That's what's wrong with the world. And then social media has made all that stuff worse because we live in the land of new technology, new money, and easy money. Like, people like Mizzy are what is going to be an influence to the next generation. They are going to want to be like Mizzy. Oh, you get on to Piers Morgan. Oh, he's on TikTok. He's on the news. And that's fucked up. And this is how a bad generation makes another bad generation, makes it worse. Like, that guy, honest to God, he needs to be in a correctional facility instantly. And then his parents need to be fined. They need to be locked up as well. That's how I feel. This thing of starting at home, this thing of just punishing the person doing it, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. You tell me he doesn't have like siblings or friends that are all there with him. You can see them trashing stores, robbing fucking trains, breaking and entering, jumping into people's cars. Someone's filming them. There's always another friend nearby. Like, come on. Don't be so fucking naive. That's what's wrong with it. You've got a scared society that are afraid to do their job with law and order, and then you've got a sensitive fucking mob of social media that are waiting at the drop of a hat to have another situation where you've got trigger happy stupid police or yeah, and then you've got fucking, yeah, it's the whole thing is like a giant tinderbox waiting to go up like a wildfire. Fucking stupid, man. We're all just animals. Fucking Planet of the Apes, that's all we are. Waiting to just attack each other. I like talking to tourists. Yeah, exactly, right? That's what I say. I will never, when I see people just have such blatant nationalism and honestly just racism at the end of the day, it sickens me because they've no problem eating the food, listening to the music and everything else. So they're okay with that side of the culture. Or God forbid the clothes and shoes and all this shit they wear is from the same people they're racist towards, you know? I hate that. It's a sign of just smooth brain activity. Just really troglodyte morons that have learned nothing from their past grandfathers and great-grandfathers' years of abuse and fucking racism. You're supposed to learn from your forefathers, you dumb fuck. You're worse than them. I see it all over. It's so bad. You can't educate those kind of people. I'm sorry. There's no way. The only time is you can try and save them when they're kids, when they're innocent and they'll play with everybody. And they've no judgment in them. They don't have a bad bone in their body. Something happens. They start to see it from their parents around their teens. They're becoming their own little person. They swear down that they'll never become like their parents, and then they're a shadow of them. They're exactly like their parents. Most of them that rebel against it are ones that fall into the exact same trap. It's funny. So you're dead right, dude. I'm glad to hear that from you, because I think the Irish and the British as well get a bad rap for that. We're not all almost like fucking xenophobic, and we're not all racist. But yeah, there is. It always makes me laugh. South Park used to do that joke about they took our gerbs, and that was the whole world over. Like, that's exactly what happened over here. The first chance people got was like blame everyone for taking jobs, besides you yourself for losing your job or not fucking getting into the right. Like the half of the workforce was like retail. They're like, you're telling me you can't just hop into another retail job? Like, Jesus Christ. You couldn't get a lower barrier of entry. You don't even have to have education to get into a retail job. And there's nothing wrong with retail jobs. Nothing wrong with working in McDonald's and fast food in general. People see them as lowly jobs, and that's so stupid. Most of those people working in your Aldi's and Burger Kings make more money than your entry-level internship and all that kind of stuff. You might end up making more money than them in the long term, but I'll see in 5 years, while the dude's earning 5 years worth of what you might deem a lower pay, It's just the way the world works. There's no one out there climbing up the ladder in the middle of fucking Britain or something that's earning millions and millions every year. It's just not happening. Not unless you're a scumbag banker or into a cryptocurrency or some wanton celebrity that's on The Apprentice for 5 minutes, That's about it. Everything else is shady. Once you get up to those numbers, there's no such thing as honest money at that point. There's a reason for that. Look at the shit that's going on with the BBC right now. And over here, the RTE as well. Fucking morons, man. I've said this for the longest time, but TDs, anyone who's a public servant, besides actual workers, I'm talking about you're here to do a service for us, like as a politician, or president, or prime minister, or royalty. They shouldn't be paid a single cent, If they need to travel or something, pay for that, whatever. If it's important, but I'm talking about private jets and fucking private drivers and all the shit they live in and all. Yeah, it's all nonsense. Or people are like homeless on the street, and you've got fucking Johnny Moneybags who's done fuck all as a politician, driving from his house to his house while he hops into private jet, strip clubs at the weekend. It's so funny now. It's all coming out now that we're all like skirting around the COVID stuff. Honestly, couldn't give a fuck, but it was just one of those things. It was so funny, like a parent and a bad child who were doing one thing and preaching another. Wow. Asking what brought them there. Yeah, nice. Yeah, if a tourist stops me for direction, I love having a chat with them. Makes the experience so much better. In our city, you get fake monks selling necklaces. That's so bad. So there must be like a big chapel or monastery nearby. Demand money, yeah. The latest scam they're doing now is they're pretending to be charities. They've always done that. But they're like making you write down on this fucking leaflet and all this. Trying to get money off you. And then other countries use a lot of kids. They use a lot of kids for begging. Like what goes on in India is so bad. Like they take in orphans and they do damage to them. They'll like maim them take their eyes out, whatever they need to do. And they'll even have babies and everything. It's fucked up. And have them begging on the street. And the more worse they look, if they're missing a limb or something, they'll get more money. The stuff they do, I swear to God, it's so sad. The amount of street kids in India is just shocking. It's so funny, like a lot of countries like that, the poverty line is right in front of your face and you won't even see it. You'll have your man walking around in his big fucking, you know, fancy chains and watches and jewelry and shit. And then you'll have a street kid or people dead in the street, you know. A lot of that was happening during COVID, especially in India. They were just dead on the street because a lot of people live day to day, you know, hand to mouth. Whatever they beg for and get, they get a little bit of food from it, you know. So when everyone was on lockdown, these people had no one to beg to and no way of getting food, and they were just dying in the street. Blame it on COVID. And like, no, that's starvation. That's what that is. So yeah, it's super sad. But every country has them. We have a lot, like I was talking about Romanian gypsies and that here, and you'll have like, you know, the rent out of control, and there's barely any houses for people. And you'll have 14 Romanian gypsies living in a house, and if you get caught with one person in your house, like, fuck, you're done. So it's just the whole thing's goofy. But yeah, because they're from like Romania, and you know, you might confuse them from a different country, they also kind of use that to their advantage. But then it also breeds racism for everyone from the Middle East, you know, and that's kind of disgusting. I don't know why they think they can get away with that, but people actually live their life going through begging. That's their whole thing. That's their profession. Professional beggars. Some of them are like beaten or even killed if they don't bring home the same amount of money. That's the people they need to go after. Like, the guards will like hustle along like fucking beggars and that, but you need to find these handlers, you know. This is the same thing that's going on with OnlyFans now. People don't realize it, but OnlyFans has become the new sex trafficking trade. They don't even see it. Look at fucking Andrew Tate. Like, he's going to jail for a long time, and good. It's a fucking good thing. What they're doing now is they're pretending to be, they're basically digital pimps, you know. They're handlers of these OnlyFans, managers of these OnlyFans girls, like 10, 12, 14 at a time. But they're actually digital pimps. Now, whether they're getting proper compensation or what, I doubt they're, you know, exactly like pimps, but it's close enough. And then if they're bringing they're going over to these countries and bringing some of these girls back that they deem enough to do OnlyFans, they see it as green cards. They see it as citizenship in different countries and get away out of like a poorer country or a life of poverty themselves, even if it's basically, you know, digital prostitution. It's so fucked up. The OnlyFans stuff, that's all going to come to a head. Give it a couple of years and Vice will be doing documentaries and BBC and all that, but it's happening as we live and fucking breed right now. It's new sex trafficking. And if you don't think that there's hundreds of dudes out there just like Andrew Tate that are taking advantage of women and basically becoming sex traffickers and human traffickers, you'd be lying to yourself. It just seems like a popular thing to do now. Internship as a word is used to legally mug someone off. It's very true. It's very true. Or like trial periods and that. You're right, dude. You are right. That's crazy about the fake monks. Did they wear like fucking brown fucking robes and shit? And they'll have like you know, rosary beads and shit. Fucking crazy bastard. Shaving their hair like a monk. Padre. My friend's currently an intern for a bank and he's working more than full time, making less than minimum wage. That's disgusting. Yeah, there you go. Not gonna lie, banking is just not where it's at right now. It was like up until 2008. Holy shit, making out like bandits. Now it's about crypto and all that, and that stuff is fucked up. The more the ads I get for people shilling their fucking crypto crap, honestly. Like how to be a crypto mastermind. Fuck off. Alright, let's get into this. Sorry. How you doing, DPG? Enter the tear. Now we're going back in time. Look at the old prospectors.
Okay,
1819. Attached. I'll take it.
I think we're back when the mine was somewhat operational.
Oh, you just seem too fussed about time travel.
Which means we time travel. We have traveled through time.
On any other day, I'd be screaming instead.
Yeah. Trying to become beggars.
Let's,
Really?
If the time tear opened
Teaching
anything
people how to be beggars. That's why I don't visit India. No, there's probably loads of places that is lovely in India.
Okay.
I want to visit India one day. You'll never
Sorry, it's not
avoid
claustrophobia, but
that side of
just, like,
things, you know?
on the precipice. of
Trust me,
madness
every
here, you know?
country has it. Look at them all going to Paris now.
As a kid, when I was
TwitchCon,
anxious, my brother
they're
and I
getting
would play a
scammed.
game that kinda helped me
We
out.
have lots of
It's
beggars
called
here
One
as
Word
well.
Story. Basically, two people tell a single
They're not
story,
lesser of
one word at a
people.
time,
We have
bouncing
to
back and
attack
forth.
the problem.
Should help chill us
Same with
out.
homelessness.
Chill me out, at
There's
least.
such a stigma around
How about
these
that?
things, and no one realizes
Sure. Sounds
what's
good.
going
Let's
on
do it.
in the
Oh,
background.
Great. I'll start us off. Once.
Here we go.
Now you go.
Once Satan.
Once.
Satan.
Oh, okay. 8.
Oh Jesus. 8. Jacob.
Jacob.
yeah, that's me.
I'll shut him up.
The end?
No.
Right?
One more word.
Oh, come on. One more word.
Okay.
Pancreas.
Regrettably.
No.
Because it's a bad thing.
There you go. Done. And Balzac is spinning in his grave.
Balzac.
Okay, so let's review.
Yeah.
Once Satan ate Jacob. Regrettably. The end. Not bad. First time's always hard.
Yeah, I don't see the bestsellers list in our future.
Well, it served its purpose.
Oh, is
It's
the
not
bird
always
dead
about
now?
profit, you hack.
Say what you will about not deserving it, but we come here, camp on our land, and leave it in a fucking mess, and move on to the next. Travel it. Yeah, exactly. You're dead right. But, like, there's a couple that are nice and even have settled, but yeah, the majority keep reinforcing a horrible stereotype. And, you know, they'll blame the government, I get that. But then continue to reinforce the stereotype. If there's a bad stereotype, it's like me, like, I hate the alcoholic Irish stereotype, because I don't see us at that. And we're not even, like, top 10 of the world's biggest drinkers. I think Czech Republic or something was huge. Not even top 10. We're not even top 15. I think we were something like 17. There you go. But that's, you know, besides the point. But it's just, yeah.
Maybe we can meet our bird's grandpa.
Yeah, maybe.
Looks dead. Maybe it was us that put the bird in the cage.
It's dead.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's worrying.
I hate people who litter. Yeah, dude.
Let's get a move on.
Like, over here in Ireland, I don't know if you do it in Scotland, but we do Tidy Towns, which is a little community initiative where if you win, obviously it's like a big award, and people really push for it, which is good.
Looks like it's working. Wonder if this...
Maybe we could jump across here. Wonder how high you need to be. Would you jump across from there? Would you jump across from the top? Let go. Is that on a timer? No, we'll see. Yeah. I do wear brown robes. That's fucked up, dude. I'm good. I got a few games yesterday. Nice. How's your wine tasting? Yeah, who's tasting wine? You tasting some wine? Maybe we gotta climb over here. Something tells me that ladder is supposed to break. You tasting some wine, David G? You getting drunk? One vlogger, he wanted to do horse riding. Scammer charged the vlogger for 5 grand rupees. Oh no. That's so bad. That sucks. Yeah, they were all getting scammed with TwitchCon. It's funny. It's kind of funny as fuck. They're just doing this whole leaflet thing. Yeah, for the longest time they've done the charity scam, where they pretend to be from a charity. It got so bad that actual charity workers had to make sure and identify, and you could like check to make sure the charity was registered. Damn it! I knew it wouldn't be like that. Dirty bastards. Can we get down here? I knew I'd have to climb on the top of it. I like this music. You know how to do a bit of atmospheric synth? This ladder's so gonna break. 5,000 rupees isn't even £50. No, I'd say 5,000 rupees is probably like a tenner. Is it? Wouldn't be much at all. Not a wine drinker. More vodka. Hanoon. White Claw, you know? You ever tried Trulies? Trulies and White Claws have become the new Alka-Pops of the world. Have you tried any of those? They're all just fucking spritzers at the end of the day, you know? It all started with white wine spritzers and all that. Just minimum amounts of alcohol, flavoring, and carbonation. What the fuck? What? I thought I'm supposed to jump across this. Maybe we just Maybe I just go up the elevator or something. I don't know. Put him in the elevator. I don't really fancy putting him in the elevator. I don't trust you, Jacob. You're half a man. You're one of those bumbling idiots that you find in comedy movies. And like, how did you fucking tie your shoelaces today? Tell me. You know, they work for the form of comedy, but you don't actually act like that in real life. Speaking of comedy and fuckboys, what the hell is going on with Jonah Hill right now? Don't tell me another large man, a fat man, let's be honest, who's magically become...
Hey, it worked!
Man,
I can't believe this thing is working.
A celebrity, but still harbors all of those horrible...
Hey, be careful. I'm not dragging a corpse to the surface. Sorry. I don't care where you want
jump.
your ashes spread.
I'm careful. I'm being careful.
Yeah, I've seen this before. They get horrible egos and become narcissists.
Okay, it's,
I've seen it with a couple of streamers too.
But,
I don't know what it is, but they lose the weight, right?
Yeah.
But they've had such a life of...
I thought I'd see another way.
Figure stuff to do.
I'll,
Oh, there we go.
Doesn't seem good. Climb up.
The mine is collapsing.
I think this place is having a minor meltdown.
Jacob, just take the time tear out. Get yourself safe.
And just like that, we're talking about time tears like it's nothing. Oh, you silly bitch. I'm trying to jump.
If you set the lift in a way that you can use it as a bridge, maybe.
I fucking did already. Of course, I discovered the solution before I needed. But yeah, I don't know what that is about. I think it's there's a trauma thing going on, you know. It's not all cases, obviously, but there's also a reason why a lot of people who lose a lot of weight tend to put it back on, because you didn't solve the problem. There was a mental disorder happening there. Whether you feel inadequate in the world, whether you use food as a crutch, the list goes on, you know. We all have our cross to bear. But I've noticed that what happens, especially when it comes to rejection, so people might be a little on the chubby side, and they get rejected by girls, they get rejected by family, by people, whatever. They lose the weight, and they go on the revenge. They have all these weird fucking mental issues.
Just jump to me now. You're so close.
Oh, bollocks! Ooh, that was close. I've seen it time and time again. I watch a lot of true crime, and I see the same narcissists that are really controlling with their wives and stuff, and no one seems to learn. It's like, one, he doesn't let you hang out around any other guy. Two, he chooses what you wear. Three, he chooses what you say. But they don't seem to figure, and Jonah Hill seems to be doing the same thing. Those kind of controlling dudes usually are people that lash out as well. Really, really dangerous. And now we live in a world with like OnlyFans. Imagine how many narcissists are going to be born out of that, where they're like, I don't want you fucking around or having an OnlyFans. You'll see a lot of insecure, tiny penis little men. You always notice those guys. Usually they've been cheated on once and they never got over it. That's what happens. I'm like, damn, dude, you're gonna live the rest of your life thinking about this one girl who cheated on you, and everyone else has to just suffer because of it. That is pathetic. Move the fuck on. Grow from the experience. It's not that big of a deal, dude. You know? If you think anyone, male or female, goes their entire life without them cheating on someone or them being cheated on, you're foolish.
But the doubt, such towers
Oh,
of doubt.
Jacob,
If
can
he
you
actually
just
would.
shut up
Riley
for a second?
climbed with ease. Riley always climbed with ease.
As she scaled the heights
He's talking to
with
himself.
ability
That's
and
not a good
grace,
sign.
Riley Poverly wished Jacob would get his ass in gear and
So yeah,
climb.
I've seen it. I bet you that's what's going on with Jonah Hill.
To the surprise of
Now, I know it's probably a bit close to home, but someone I've seen it with online,
Jacob was grateful.
they won't like me saying this, but is Greek God X. Now, of course, with a name like Greek God, you didn't have to ask whether the man was a narcissist or not. But this was back. This man was big, you know, and he always had a crush on Pokemon. The dude, it was so obvious. He was drooling all over her, and it didn't happen on stream, but you can tell behind closed doors that Greek has probably finally shed his love for Pokemon and asked her and got denied, you know. And what did he do then? He just magically flew off the handle, lost a shitload of weight. The dude looks fucking ripped as shit. I think he's after putting some back on, but that's neither here nor there. But now he's a piece of shit. There's something going on in his brain where he's lost all of his friendships. He treats everyone like a piece of shit, and is just generally not really a nice person to hang out. Even on stream, man, I can't take more than 5 minutes of it. He's got a chip on his shoulder about everybody and everything.
Just don't look down.
Yeah,
And he's a prime example of not dealing with the trauma in the first place. It's all it would have taken. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like falling out with half his family as well. No one needs that shit in their life. Oh fuck! And he pushed this down. Wow. Dude, I'm not cool with these fucking extra-dimensional ghosts. Was that what you say? Instead of interdimensional, it would be extra-dimensional.
What the hell was that?
I like the idea of that.
I think you drop this.
Instead of... Sometimes, you know, there's...
There.
Whoa!
You doing okay, kiddo?
Her own dad. Oh no. Is he dead?
Dad? I don't... What do you...
Mother bears will protect their young, especially during mating season, so be extra careful not to break that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to psychoanalyze
hey, look, kiddo,
people.
I'm
I don't
sorry
know.
You couldn't go on your 5th grade
but it also
field trip
seems
to the
like some
national
textbook
park.
shit as well.
I know you didn't want me to come along and
The
shout
controlling
at you.
narcissist
Never
that
liked
women
the
just
crowd, but
keep getting involved with.
I'm just sorry I
It
couldn't
just
afford it.
baffles me. I
But we
get
can
that
do
it's
lots
like
of
a
things like
Stockholm
this one over
syndrome.
the summer.
So they feel like they can't get away.
Why couldn't you afford... or, can't...
There's
afford
a
it?
lot in the
It's
human mind will
$200.
never understand.
And I don't know why they need $200 for a bus
Play
ride to a
Jedi
shared
Survivor.
hotel
Yeah,
room
dude.
and
It's. I
commune
hope it
dinner.
runs good.
I'll
It
make
should.
it up to you,
It should run pretty well. It's fucking wonderful, dude. It's on the short list for my game of the year.
Your teacher said really nice things
Probably
about
pushed
you.
Hogwarts
Said you
Legacy
did really well in science
out of
class.
out of my top 5 of the year so far.
And Miss Cavendish said you wanted to write your paper on Mom. Riley, she expects you to interview someone for that. You have to think of somebody else.
Oh.
Somebody more available.
Oh, come
I
on.
want to write about Mom. I told Miss Cavendish I would.
Miss Cavendish doesn't know our history, Riley, or else she would have saved me this conversation.
What is your history? I'm thinking
Your mother,
Riley
she's
might be
incapable of most things.
the daughter
She couldn't love
of one of
me,
the
she
characters
couldn't
from the
love
first
you,
game.
And I know in your heart you want to find out why, but there's no why there. Her soul just has too many cracks. You see?
It's funny how he
Just
developed
can't
an ego
hold
considering
anything
he's
for
not
very
actually
long.
talented.
You understand?
One of my friends is definitely a narcissist. Noticing more and more his behavior is very
Maybe
much
won't ever.
oriented
That's
around
okay,
wanting
too.
people to compliment, look at
We
him,
can talk about
be the
it
center of
later, after we
attention.
find
Right. Don't know what to do about that. Yeah, that's like a side of social media as well. As long as he's not getting
Oh,
controlling
shit,
about
I
it, you
think
know.
We took a wrong turn. It's okay. Climb up this ledge, and I'll meet
The way
you
I look at
on
it,
the
and it's
other
probably
one.
not like the
Now, I'll see you up top in a bit.
the exact way of doing it, but a sociopath is someone who can't really empathize. They don't really care how they can hurt people, you know. So they can't feel what other people feels from their actions, you know. And a psychopath is the same as a sociopath, except they do it on purpose, knowing full well, you know. That's the dangerous part, the manipulation, the controlling. And then a narcissist, for me, is
Meet you around the bend.
the self-centered person, the controlling person.
Riley, hey.
Always self-centered.
Called, but
They won't do anything until
I
it
didn't
benefits
wanna,
them.
leave without you though.
Where were you? I looked for you.
Obsessed
I've
about
been here the whole
themselves, you
time. Your
know.
light went out and then nothing.
Should we go back up? I think we go up the. I'll go up the ladder.
All right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to
I've been on
psychoanalyze
caves
people. I don't.
forever.
So I only talk from experience, not from learning. Here's the thing, right? I'll always be an advocate for therapy and counseling. I think it's important, but I also think, just like with doctors, a second opinion, a third opinion, a fourth opinion is important. That's why that stuff needs to be free, you know. No one has the fucking money to afford one therapist, let alone 4. But you need to find the right person, because you can find these condescending pricks. I've said this, some therapists, man, they have more problems than you do, and they're condescending, and they've their own fucking hang-ups, and they can be really the wrong fit for
that
you.
must be Violet was her name?
How do you know
I
anybody?
think she was out here somewhere. We must be in range. Keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah, so... Oh?
Hello?
Hi, this is a pre-recorded message. You've reached the Kamina High School radio advice line.
Sure.
If you'd like to get some advice, please call again when the line is open. Listen to 88.9
There's so many
and find out when to
different...
call. Thank you. Have an okay day.
different type of people out there, you know. Not everybody's just labeled into these groups that they do as well. You know, he might not be that far gone, dude. Social media has brought such a whole new generation of sociopaths and narcissists because the nature of value in numbers, value in looks, which has always been a thing anyway, but it's just fucking front and center now with social media. It's ruined the minds of a generation for sure, because we can't switch off. Like I said, people deal in extremes, you know. Most of us are pretty chill with all this kind of stuff. We have our hobbies, but we never obsess about them. But the other half do obsess, do go to extremes, can't switch off, can't, and then eventually can't tell the difference between fiction and reality, and just completely disassociate. And that's how you're like, how can a human be driven to murder or to be so mean? That's what happens, because they've...
I think you're in shock.
And it can come from random things like just laziness to that incellular behavior where you're slowly but surely disassociating with society. Then there's anger, and you know, we laugh about good old Yoda, but he couldn't have said it better than anyone else. Like anger leads to hate and pain, and it really does. Eventually leads to fucking sadness, and someone's gotta suffer.
No, don't hurt me.
It's that girl Violet. She's one of parentage.
Oh Jesus! She's got one of them chasing. Wow! Whoa!
Die.
No, leave her alone. Go away! What the fuck?
Violent?
Did she fall?
Did she?
You don't seem too scared about that. Hello?
You can't make me. I'm going to be 17.
Jacob, what are you doing, pal?
Dude, I love that they've created these long-legged things. It's cool. We only saw like silhouettes and eyes, but now like they're fucking 10 foot. Oh, Violet, you okay?
Violet, who are you talking to?
So you don't. It's not like you don't die. Oh, Jesus! In that case, she jumped that time.
Felt better. Oh.
He got me a magazine.
Hey, Jacob, please, come on, up and at him, let's go.
I didn't care.
See, can we get closer? Oh, no. If you look very closely, when it rewinds time, there's people looking at us, the player. I like that. I like that a lot. There's two eyes looking at us. That's really fucking creepy. I like it. Oh, Jesus.
He got me a magazine.
Okay, Violet, just stay with me, okay?
It's not a suicide thing. This is something different. Oh. What the fuck? What is going on? I have barely time to react. I've just been inundated with images and noise. I like it. I'm overwhelmed.
Oof.
I'm just whelmed.
Maybe I should have just climbed the cave with you?
But you will see patterns, dude. Like you're smarter than most. You'll see mental patterns in friends and that. Doesn't mean we have to label them or psychoanalyze them, but we can watch. We can help if we can.
You can't be getting into fights anymore. I know that girl Julie spread some rumor, but
Julie, there is ways
I'm gonna kick you out of school if you keep it up. No more friends.
Are you mad at me? Am I?
Give me a lift in his car, very loud exhaust. He loves all the attention. Yeah.
I don't know if that'll disrupt pizza night.
Boy racers love that shit. It's always a clear sign of
penny you got in your pocket there.
no personality.
Coin you got for change for the soda.
There's nothing wrong with wanting your car to look good, for you to look good, but
take it out for a second.
Basically,
I have something to show you.
The guys on the male side of things, these are the guys who wear chains and their Yeezys and the best clothes, even though they haven't a cent to their name, or the stupid shit with cars like the neon and all that. They tend to do that because attention seeking, and you know, it's nice to look good, I get that, but it goes too far. There's a point where you're literally trying to be the shiniest fucking puppy in the pound, you know, that someone will take you in. And on the girls' side, it has to be said, it's they like to look good, and that's a good thing. But it goes to the point where it's like everyone's in yoga pants now for a reason, and then it's all cleavage and it's all this and that, and the same with the hair color. You know, it's nice to just look nice, but you can tell that there is an underlying thing going on, and it usually relates to fucking trauma, and then it's like something that went unchecked, be it like, as you're saying, like being a narcissist or just Simple old attention seeking. Taking off the titty too soon. Or taking off the titty too late. Still missing the titty.
When I install electricity in someone's
there's a lot
home,
of stuff like
I
that.
bury a really long, let's call it a stick, under the ground. This stick is made of copper, like that penny.
People that are going through that, because they're that way themselves, they very rarely can step outside and have some self-awareness. Usually only a shock or sadly a tragedy is what knocks them out of that, you know.
Mad is what lets electricity
Me, I'm on the other side of that. I've never really liked that.
Sometimes it can be too much.
My hang-up is
that's when people
I guess I'm like a people pleaser. I let people kind of walk over me.
And just let it go.
That can happen.
Just let go of being mad. Because sometimes electricity just needs to go somewhere. Sometimes, you know, sometimes a lot of things do.
Do you ever...
Is this making sense?
I don't know where your purse is.
Have you ever tried those, what are they called? The fucking personality tests or whatever? The INTB or something? I think that's what I was. I can't remember which one I was. IN something.
I can't make it up.
Yeah, it's weird. They don't really die in this game. It's creepy. When they're involved with this fucking reality, when it looks like they die in this reality, they're not actually doing that. It's weird. They're trapped in an interdimensional limbo. But you can see when they're possessed like this, it's kind of like one of those little creatures has got a hold of them while their soul is in between.
Since I was 12.
I know we all know about the upside down. That's the worst thing that Stranger Things has ever done, is the upside down, because you've got a new generation of kids that won't shut the fuck up about it when it's something that's existed forever in storytelling, you know? Idea of different, especially coming from Stephen King, where Stranger Things got 97% of its ideas. It's just the Goonies, E.T., and all of Stephen King's books. Between Firestarter with the pyrokinesis and telekinesis, that's Eleven's powers. The fucking Friends hanging out is from it, and a host, like Stand By Me, a host of other books from Stephen King. It just goes on and on. The Upside Down, like, that has been the entire plot of all of his stories, linking back to the Dark Tower, you know? Let me see if I can find this. I remember doing this with friends. We did it for the shits and giggles. I don't really believe in most personality tests, and that are usually used to label people, and I do think proper diagnosis is important, but also labeling is extremely short-sighted, I think, honestly. We're so fixated on labels even today, between your 17 different sexualities and genders. It's very short-sighted. It's completely short-sighted, because what that does is it's basically like the cliques back in the day, like the goths and all that. Oh, don't label me, don't this, and then they do it anyway. And we're all individuals. We're way better than some label that is the new thing and the new trend. It's foolishness, in my opinion. Let me see if I can find mine. I think I was different. A whole bunch of us took it. And mine was different to everybody. I was like a wizard or something.
I haven't chewed gum since I was 12.
Yeah, personality test. Did you ever try those?
I'm already late for school.
Yeah, I was known as Advocate. INFJT. INFJT.
I shouldn't have to do this.
I think that's what it was.
Just because you went out drinking and lost your purse doesn't mean you can destroy Wednesday for me.
Advocates are quiet visionaries, often serving as inspiring and tireless idealists. I don't agree with the half of it.
I don't know where your purse is.
There you go. 80% introverted, 59% intuitive, 82% feeling, 58% judging, 53% turbulent. So you can see like 4 out of the 6 are like 50%. So it really is just, you know, people like put that in their bio, they put it in their resume and everything. I'm like, it's a fucking BuzzFeed quiz. Like, calm down. It's so limited, you know. That's why everyone's is, frankly, honestly, very similar. I think I need to find other people to try and help her. Yep. Just Jacob over here. I see someone else over there. So you have to, this is actually a little puzzle. It doesn't seem like it. But I need to get it right.
I'm already late for school, Mom.
Let's see if I can help. They've done this in the first game too. You can kind of fuck up endings this way too. Alright, what are we looking for here? Okay. Whoa. We might not have the shape yet, do we? Oh. No, we have it. Okay, cool. Alright, that one's a little harder to do. You got some fucking fifth dimension type shit, I like it.
Is it over? Feels over.
Okay, I think that's, sorted.
Let's see if we can help
Sorted. Currently dating 3 girls, which says everything. Right. Yep. They're side chicks and everything. Yeah, he's probably, fucking feeding off each one of them, you know? Manipulating one.
Listen.
Some of them end up knowing each other.
I mean it.
Hey, it's okay. I can help you. Just tell me what's going on.
I have no reason to believe that you're real.
Oh, God.
It's only real if Olivia says it is. They've been talking to each other forever. At least that's what it feels like.
This isn't your fault. I know that. We all know that.
They won't let me stop.
Jesus.
I just want to go home.
That's okay. That's okay. You want to go home? Hey, I want to go home.
Do you know where I live?
I don't think she's okay, Riley.
Explain how to leave. I won't let you leave. We can protect you.
Just keep heading that way, away from us.
What?
You should end up near the cliffs.
No, there's a hole there.
Some climbing. You okay with that?
God.
I'm going to get my friends and go home now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Would have been nice.
Don't let them take you.
Stay and help us.
Stay and help us. And maybe whoever they
Maybe I
is,
fucked that up
won't
there.
be able to.
It's too late for us.
Aww. You've been touched by the other dimension.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
I think I saved her though. She might have fell off the bridge.
I don't know
she
if
could have
just
fallen.
letting her run off into the night was the right call.
She could have fallen, Jacob. She could have. It could have been bad.
It's hard to save these.
Safe is better.
I think I had an
Less
extrovert
healthy.
personality, which
Okay.
is ironic given our streaming
Let's find a high
history.
spot for the trip.
Right.
Come on.
No, I think you do have. I think you are extrovert. From everything you've said. It's nothing got to do with voice, honestly. Just everything you do. You're out in the world, you know. As goofy as it sounds, just on the surface, extrovert and introvert really is just someone who likes being outside, someone who likes being inside, you know. But obviously, it goes way deeper than that. Wow, this is 2 out of 3. Nice. I know we got into some conversations, but I like that. We get to see another. Fuck. Sometimes you gotta zoom in a little bit more. Make me slide all over the place.
Let's see if it does something.
So that other hill over there is where we just were. Yeah, like if you're in an open relationship and stuff, it's all cool, but most of those guys just they treat people like commodities, like the same like their car, you know. They treat everybody like little things that they can own. They're fucking highly dangerous. Since that's what allows them to hurt, to damage, and even kill.
These seem to be working.
If they're that twisted,
I feel
you know.
like we earned that one.
Because they don't see it as people. You're right, like that is
Let's get back on the trail.
narcissistic behavior. But yeah, it's hard to tell these days because any of the, you know, attention seeking, any of the, you know, all that kind of stuff, especially with social media, it's ruined all that. Like, people do tend just to want to have the nicest shit just for a fucking Instagram picture. It doesn't necessarily mean they're nasty.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that was creepy. Well done.
I don't want to talk about it, and you can't make me.
He went around the mountain and changed.
What?
Brandon is a jerk, and I'm not sorry I told him so. And I said I was sorry for pushing him.
Who was
I'm
Rex?
not sorry about the rest.
See, I think this is the
so
future.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay? I don't want to.
Okay. No talking then for the rest of the night. Guess that means we won't be able to get burgers later, though. I guess I'll just make a salad instead.
I don't want a salad.
Oh, Jesus. This is Riley as a mom later in life, I
I told
think.
Brandon I was sorry. I told Mr. Severson I was sorry. And I am sorry. I mean, he wouldn't stop making fun of my hair. But still, I just get mad, and it's like a sneeze.
Mm-hmm.
My hand still really hurts. Real bad.
Well, I'm glad you said sorry. At least.
It was only because the principal made me. I hate getting angry. I hate the feeling. I hate not being able to turn it off.
That's true. It is hard.
Here. It's a penny.
A penny? What for?
So pretend you're like electricity. People who work with electricity put copper in the ground, just in
She's
case
trying to
there's
say,
too much
she's
of
trying
it,
to give
so
him the lesson her
somebody
father
else
did.
does. So next time you're mad, just pretend you're electricity, and that penny is your someplace else.
Put all your anger into it. No, he's gonna throw it away, isn't he? I knew it! I knew it.
Hey, what are you doing?
We both know that's not gonna work.
Oh.
No, I don't want to do...
Oh god. Look, the subtitles giving the plot away. Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I was just back in 5th grade, yelling at a teacher.
I think we might have mucked that up.
Oh, God.
Weird.
Maybe we could have done better. I think that was the future. They're gonna mess with us now. We'll have future. Probably these two's kids. Did you see a kid?
Hey,
They're definitely pulling an arrival.
Did you see a kid, like 12, maybe younger?
I like that. I like time as a
Pretty sure
circle,
no.
you know?
But I mean, it's...
Doesn't matter what religion you believe in, whether you
Maybe I
believe
did
in
and I don't
reincarnation or
remember.
not, but I do believe time as a circle. I like it. I do believe in past lives and stuff like that. I know it sounds kooky. I don't really abide by any organized religion. I think it's all bullshit. Faith and organized religion are two different things, and spirituality and organized religion are two different things in my book. But yeah, I do believe in that. There's an old saying about being you know, people calling you an old soul and feeling deja vu from stuff and having affinity towards things that are way out of your generation and multiple generations, like enjoying things from the 20s and 40s. Now, I know that's just, maybe you enjoy an aesthetic, but I think it goes above that. How can you have an affinity for a fashion, for music, for something? There's something that's drawing you there, you know? And as goofy as it sounds, I even believe in the idea of it's all part of your DNA. Because, right, something like, you want to talk about Darwinism and
This is gonna sound...
evolution, you know?
I keep having flashes of high school passing you in the hall.
But
between 3rd and 4th period.
if you think about it,
You during the day. Everyone else
let's talk about even the most average
Definitely worked.
little animal, little creature.
We ran into different
Most
I think. And it's
creatures,
just weird, I
ourselves
guess, doing this
included,
together. It's weird how things go.
we are born with
Try
certain
not to anyway.
habits,
It's hard for me to sit still for
certain
very long.
instincts,
Oh, man, me?
and honestly,
I
certain
love sitting
skills
still. It's like my favorite thing.
that
in the world. If I don't have to move my
we
body,
don't
it's
get from our
It's a great
parents.
day,
Do you understand? Like,
Can I ask?
we
There were
see
like 6 kids who
a
didn't
kitten who learns to clean
was always
itself
like,
from watching its mother,
wanna
or
get their
a
yearbook picture
tiger
taken.
cub that
It's
learns
senior
to
year,
hunt because it watches
I'm
its mother.
at
Yeah,
heart
I
a
get that.
dictionary salesman.
Or a
Can
child
I
who
just
learns to walk
Did
and
you
talk
just
because
not want to?
they're hearing their parents talk.
If it's like personal, then
and,
forget ask.
My mom left when
You
I was
know.
a baby.
But I think it goes beyond
couldn't
that.
handle
There's
it,
things that
my
we
dad
do
says. And sometimes I'd see people who look
without
like her
ever
from pictures
copying
my dad had,
another
you know?
person, you know?
And
I truly believe
day
that
they took
it's because
yearbook
it's
photos,
buried in our DNA.
I saw her
I mean,
sitting in a car.
if
outside
it's
the school.
perfectly normal to
It probably
think
wasn't
how
her.
we can
I mean,
inherit
of course it wasn't her.
our father's nose
I just didn't
or
go
our
in.
mother's
Bummed around with
ears or
some older
something like that,
friends, saw
or
her
even
instead.
to go further, we inherit
Sorry.
this heart disease from this family, or
That's hard.
this problem, or whatever,
I was
you know.
expecting something more like I had a cold.
I'll see her in
Then why not
reflections and passing windows
memories?
and stuff still.
Why not
I try to get over it.
ancestor
Yeah,
memories
but
and things like that, and
some
past
things make
life
it hard
memories?
sometimes.
Why not all those kind of skills and stuff? I know that's extremely far-fetched. I'm very aware of it, even as I say it. But I think there's a small bit of truth there. I'm not talking fucking Assassin's Creed, Abstergo, assassin fucking memories and all that kind of shit. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to correlate the two of them there. But I mean it as in, just, there's so much about the human DNA. We're talking about cloning and all that. I'm like, we haven't even begun to scratch the surface. I'm not talking about wanting to clone, but I just mean, like, how about not? You know, we don't even know what we're doing with our own DNA. But yeah, I do believe in that, and I don't think of it as in a spiritual sense. I genuinely think it from a scientific point of view, which might be, maybe we could have went up there. Wow, wow, wow. I like this music. This game's been fun so far. It's doing exactly what it did in the first game, which is a nice host of world building. Jacob is definitely talking a little bit much, but it's either Jacob or Evelyn's just the nature of it. But I always say in most games, we've lost the beauty in just shutting up and being okay in the moment. Like, look, as soon as the music kicked in and now we're just exploring now, it's kind of nice again, isn't it? There's nothing wrong. You gotta fill in the blanks, but trust me, there's a more powerful moment can be something that's not said than 15 minutes of conversation. That's the fucking truth right there. Anyway, that's just my little fucking TED talk about, it's just interesting. I like to theorize about this stuff, even if there's absolutely, you couldn't be further from the truth, and it's just an uneducated man's fucking point of view. But I like that side of things. I really do, because I get like flashes of, and you know, deja vu, and I get things that pop up, and I'm like, this was not me. This is something else, you know. There's no way I could be, like, I have weird little affinities for things from the 40s and 20s and stuff. But I know, like, deja vu is something we haven't explored properly as well. Like, half people believe that it's just like blood moving through our brain, firing a synapses that we might have remembered as a memory, or some memory banks and memory chambers in our brain that, like I said, just has blood moving through it. Other people believe it's a little more serious, and it could be, you know, the inklings of things like tumors or embolisms or blood clots or something like that, you know. It could be anything, but to me, like, I don't just get a wave of deja vu. This thing will knock me out of my standing. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have to sit down. It's almost vertical, but it's that, because I kind of feed into it too. I think most of our things going on in our brain, you can either pay attention to it or just fob it off. Even most people are good at getting rid of.
Stay off the receiver unless it's an emergency. Over and out.
People can get rid of like headaches and normal pains usually without the need of medicine.
Yeah, I don't care.
But then there's other
Passage
stuff.
Crawls. Let's just focus on the plan.
Like
Plant
most
these
of our
beacons, try to
emotions
ignore
that are
anything
connected
isn't
to our
that.
brains, panic attacks, anxiety and that, some people are better at dealing with it. And I think the same can be said for deja vu. And what's weird is, as much as it has no correlation, I do, when I get deja vu, the first thing it makes me think of is, as I said, vertigo, but also motion sickness. So I think there's a weird connection there as well. But like I said, maybe it's just shit firing off cylinders, synapses. Who knows? I'm definitely fascinated with that kind of stuff because you're going through it yourself, you know, that kind of way. Not that you'd be able to change anything, but still. Can I not go back in here? I wanted to go back in here. I think I might save it here. Yeah, that's a good bit of... And I love how quick the action has gone. OXENFREE didn't kick off until the very end, you know, you were building this...
Oh, wait. Hang on. Look.
What's up?
Hey, doesn't the light seem weird? Riley.
Oh god, that's some, like, fucking Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Jacob, you there?
Jacob?
Too bright. What?
Where are you?
What is this? What the... Oh god.
Hey, Olive branch. Are your shoes tied?
Cyan.
They're tied.
Tied?
It's tied.
This is like heaven, or their version of heaven.
I need you to pay attention.
That's their parents, remember he said?
It's tied.
That's his parents that died.
Show me.
And look at them, they're called Cyans. They're hippie parents, as you can imagine, when they're part of a cult named Parentage. The Parentage.
Okay.
Olivia?
Is that Olivia? We're somehow in her headspace.
The worst thing you can do to someone is waste their time. And killing someone's basically wasting all their time at once.
I like that.
It was a spider. I didn't know it was in the drain.
And now, that spider that lived in our drain is no longer
Looks like
with
we're in
us,
her mind
is
palace. It's almost Greek.
Animals wax and wane too, you know. Planet Shine isn't just for members of Parentage.
Hey, hello? Can you hear me?
So you can have a sip of coffee later, but not the whole mug like last time.
Good God.
Oh, come on.
Cult parents are the worst humans. Oh my
I
lord.
just want her to learn.
And she will.
The damage they do.
Now,
Scientology.
today?
Fucking.
I want to do everything.
Oh Jesus. What's the other one called? Church of Latter-day Saints. Oh Jesus. Whew.
You! How did you get in here?
Oh damn.
Who was that?
You slipped into a mind palace.
I don't know what's going on. Why I can't keep it together.
These kids are messing with shit they don't know.
Right? It has to be. They wouldn't have.
Can you imagine being stuck in a time loop? Oh my god, I would go crazy.
I will get to Planet Shine. I will.
Sharing photography. Yeah, that'd be cool, dude. I mean, Lacuna's more than like excited to see your stuff.
Riley, are you okay?
And he's posted some of his
zoned
as well.
out.
The only one
How are
left.
you holding
Yeah,
up?
that sucks, dude.
Lost you for a second.
I saw Olivia with two older
That was been
people.
for me and my close
I don't know.
friends.
I think she was
Don't
trying to
take
do
selfies,
something
post.
in
Yeah.
the time stream. I am not sure.
There is a god.
Trying to do
Why are so many awful
What did
diseases?
you see?
Right? Yeah.
Another time jump thing?
Good
We
question.
were
Why is
in a
there so much
garden,
pain?
Someplace very bright. Seemed like a nice day, honestly.
I think that's
and it
like
ended. I don't know,
a
she
question
seemed
for Mother Nature.
sad, desperate a little.
Come on, we still have 2 more transmitters to place. Let's figure out where to go next.
I do believe in natural selection through nature, not through humans. You know, war and all that is bullshit. But through nature, I think nature. You might not think it's like an entity of its own, but it's a powerful force. You know, and not